your odds of what players are what, and I guarantee Mary has to be towards the top.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I have played multiple games since
Well,
early 2020. So, I mean, just because other players have come and gone, I guess I would be a big chunk, but
yeah.
Yeah.
I think her and Matt were back to back, but now she's overtaken Matt again.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
dropped
step
down
the
to 3
fuck
games
up.
a week.
He
Yeah.
dropped down to 3, yeah, and so she's in.
well, honestly, when the Tuesday game fell apart, that's why I started joining others again. It's Wednesday. I wanted to play the new story, so I joined that one, and I joined Thursday because I was looking to
Yeah.
get back into something since the Tuesday one kind of had fallen apart. And yeah, and then of course you guys restarted, and so yeah.
I mean,
Here I am again.
I want to say that I've been here at least a year. I don't know.
Well, yeah. I mean, we all love you too,
Oh,
but
killing it.
I was more talking about
genuine.
yeah. I was more talking about like volume because Mary's in 4 different games and Matt's in 3.
Yeah,
Those
I
are
wish I
my
could have joined y'all.
Mary's a time.
I wish I could have joined y'all on the Thursday game.
Yeah.
Y'all already filled it, right?
yeah,
I think there's a new
Thursday.
opening, isn't there?
No, Thursday is full now again.
Oh, it's this one that's the opening. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Tuesday has one. Wednesday I might be about to fill. I'm not sure yet.
Wednesday's been like I honestly I don't know. That group's been up and down for me. Not nothing bad. Just like, as far as like I might have left a few times if I wasn't interested in playing that story. Like, that's why I'm there, is because I just really wanted to see the new story. So
Just
Yeah.
for me, since my kid's going to be born pretty soon, I had to tighten up the belt a little bit.
Yeah, makes sense.
understandable.
Oh man, that's exciting.
You
Yeah,
guys wanna
yeah.
hear a funny from 11 years ago? I said gay
Uh-oh.
marriage just needs to already be legalized everywhere, because I would watch the shit out of gay divorce court.
Jeez.
That's pretty funny.
Dun. All right. Well, why don't I go grab my coffee and we can
Cool.
say, Elduin, you can start the recap while I'm gone. I'll be right back.
Or
Clank
I'll
can
run.
start the recap.
Yeah.
Huh? Wait, is it
Clank,
Clank
yeah.
less? Oh, right. Elduin's this
Clank,
week.
yeah.
Yeah, Clank's this week. Sorry,
Yeah.
Clank, go ahead.
So we finished our short rest outside of the prison. We went back in. I opened the door. Well, I unlocked the door. Ulrich opened it, and we got into a fight with some shadows and a ghost of some sort. Rhea went nuclear during that fight, and we escaped back out. But before we did, Eldwin ran down the hall chasing another shadow. And when the rest of the party caught up to him, we found 2 double doors, and he was trying to get the runes off of those double doors. The answers to his questions are on the other side, and we eventually pulled him off, thought about it for a little bit, and went back up and rested, or took a short rest, and then we went back down into the prison because I said, why waste a perfect day of adventuring, heading back to camp and talking? We should explore a little bit. And I'm regretting that now. We went into the prison. I think Ophelia and Elric worked together. We found another set of doors with runes on them. Ophelia and Elric worked together to not get rid of those runes. Went in the door, found a chest that's cursed, and Elric opened up in a tomb where I think he got cursed, and we retreated to the entrance of the prison, and it sounds like Bria also recently got cursed. But I don't know if the party knows that, or anybody outside of Bria.
So actually right at the end of last session, Rhea cast a spell, and we have not had a chance to roleplay out her reaction to what she saw. Yeah.
Cool. So Yeah, nobody in the party knows that. And that is where we are at.
Oh, dude, I thought you were gonna read the thing.
Yeah.
Now I gotta read through it. It's so fucking good, Matt.
Yeah. I thought we were gonna get like the Steven Spielberg version, not like the.
I know.
Yeah.
Fucking Cliff Notes bullshit.
All right, I'm back. Wait, why are we yelling? Why are we? What happened?
Matt
missed-
summarized
did-
instead of
He
reading
did a
out
Cliff
his
Notes
whole,
version.
his whole
Yeah.
journal.
Oh, come on, Matt.
It was a long journey. It was taking a while.
So just as Elric like turns away from that like most recent vision that he reacted to as we were walking away from the hole, Rhea like pulled out like a pinch of talc and powdered silver from her component pouch and recites some words and makes a gesture. And after a fraction of a moment, like she would gasp and then like clutch her head. And she would say to you guys, there's something there. And we've released something. It follows us.
All right. So. Sorry, one moment. It is. It's on my calendar. Where's my calendar? It is the 16th of fall at 2:30 p.m. And yeah, we had just, I think, come out of the hole.
Dude, it's only 2:30.
Mm-hmm.
What you all want to do?
I think we should talk to.
I think this coffee
Duel.
was the right call. Sorry, go ahead.
Nice. Those vasodilators.
That's why I hear.
I
Do you
think
hear
we need.
Walter White over here?
Oh, that's Mikey.
White.
Oh, did you miss Mikey's conversation about caffeine?
I must have. I caught the end of it.
Uh,
I used biology terms.
Yep.
But yeah,
That's
I
not real
think we
smart.
should talk with Erdul and Orkard about how we accidentally unlocked a prison before we talk to the druid and watch over this area.
Clank, it wasn't necessarily accidentally. We did it on purpose.
You did it on purpose.
Hey, there were other people involved in that decision.
So the guards look kind of nervous now that you're talking about opening something up, and they're kind of looking around, especially after you two are seeing things. They say, should we stay here, or are we in danger?
I'm certain.
Go ahead.
I feel like we need to go back to Ria's conversation. You are seeing things.
It was there, just there. It looked directly at me. Lou, you said it disappeared for me, even though I have the invisibility up still.
Yeah, for a moment you saw what looked like yourself, but with strange purplish glowing eyes.
It was a reflection of me, but not me.
Oh, you saw it too. See, I'm not crazy. This thing is real.
Yeah, her eyes are like darting around. She's looking real nervous.
Is there any? Sorry, go ahead, Eldwin.
No, okay, yeah. Elder was saying, confusingly saying, a reflection of you, but it's not you.
A shadow, I don't know. I know not. Something.
It basically sort of looked like that, except it was you, and you had purplish eyes, like the creature there does.
Did Elric describe what he like? We know he's seen something, but Elric, did you tell us that it looked like you?
Yeah.
Okay,
I did.
okay. So yeah, that's what we're both describing. Basically, experiencing the same thing now.
Would I know if they're being truthful? Like if they're actually, or they're like actually seeing something, or if it's just like.
It's just a prank.
I know.
This
right?
is a prank.
Break, bro.
Generally, I mean, I
Alec
guess
is the person that Rio would prank with of all people, right?
Well,
I guess you
we are
could.
spreading. I was gonna say we are spreading rumors that you are, a magical horse. So
I
Are
guess
we-
you could
is
do
we
an
the correct
insight
word
check. I
there?
guess. I feel like only Elric is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you seems like they're telling the truth.
Is there a sort of would I have recovered this in or seen anything like this, remembered anything like this in any of my training?
Do you have religious training?
Oh,
I
nope,
do.
I do not.
So, from what they're describing, you can make a religion check with disadvantage if you want to think back to your studies.
All right.
Okay.
He probably wouldn't know what exactly this thing is.
Thank
Yeah, because Ophelia, you two didn't see it directly, so yeah, you're not sure.
I got a 19.
No, you didn't. You got a 4.
Oh.
Well, I assumed you rolled twice by accident.
Yeah.
But
sorry.
I'm gonna take the first
I
one.
thought other people were rolling. Yeah, that's fair. I
Yeah.
was real confused for a second. I rolled and just looked at the bottom and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" But okay, fair.
So yeah, what do you all want to do? The bugbear, or not bugbears, the hobgoblins are definitely looking worried now as they're kind of looking at Elric and Rhea and then like behind them and saying like, "What's there? What do you see? What should we
I
do?"
go up to them and I say, "It is okay, comrades. We will notify Erdul and who's the other guy?
Okay.
Orcard.
Orcard. We are going to notify Erdul and Orcard of this instance immediately. So please just stand guard, and we will send someone for you. Just in the short time while we go and discuss what to do next for the next steps. But
Do we have
we
any
are
large
here.
rocks
Everything
we
will
can put
be
over it?
okay."
Yeah, can we seal the entrance? Slide a rock over it?
There's no like just large rocks big enough to cover this entrance. You probably have to roll one over, but that would probably take some time, and you need some help.
We have
It might
hobgoblins
be
for help, right?
worthwhile. I'll whisper to the party. It might be worthwhile to distract them with some productive work and suggest that they start moving or preparing a big boulder to cover this entrance.
Yeah, much in the way that they have closed the entrance to the Ankeg cave with a large rock.
Aye. So I would turn to the soldiers and say, can you start finding a way to seal this with a big boulder from down here?
Perhaps this one.
Well, this is
Or
it.
this one.
Yeah, we need a pretty big rock to roll over a 5-foot hole.
Can we
Well,
just knock down one of these
what rank are
pillars
you,
and have it
soldier?
fall onto it?
What rank are you, soldier?
He says, I am a part of the Iron Tide. I am a soldier.
I trust you can figure out how to cover this hole and work together as a team to figure it out.
He
Do not
says,
descend.
we
It
could
does
get
danger.
some boards and put planks over it. That might be easiest. But will rocks or planks keep in whatever has been released?
probably not. And then I just walk away.
They just look
Sounds like
even
she's
more
letting their
worried
mind
now.
at ease.
Yeah. Like, oh,
I
we'll keep an eye on this place in any case. If you think it's safe.
If you see any movement of shadow or anything emerging from the hole, do sound an alarm, and I would recommend retreating.
They nod
Do
and
not
say, "All right,
engage.
Yeah, do not touch it.
all right." So what's the group gonna do?
We're going to see that druid, right?
It sounds
I
like
want to see
you revised.
Erdal.
Yeah, Clank and Ophelia recommended that we stop in and talk to Erdal and Orcard if he's here. But yeah, I think then we're going to go find our druid and
If need be, I can send a message to her remotely.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so you're going to go to Erdul's tent first, which is near the quartermaster. So you head over to Erdul, who is currently, looks like he's looking over some papers as you walk in. He says, yes, what do you need?
Do you know what lies below these caves?
Says, what do you mean?
What is it you all are digging for?
And puts down his quill. He says, well, we were digging for artifacts to be sold to help us fund this expedition. Is there a specific ruin you're inquiring about?
There is great evil that we have found in the ruins to the southeast, and I worry
He
that
says
this
the
evil...
shadow chamber.
Yes.
Yes.
He says, no, I have no idea what's down there. That's why we sent you all down there to check it out, because we were afraid of losing more soldiers.
We have engaged with some of this evil, and yet we still know not what is down there, even having
He
begun the
thinks.
exploration.
He says, and you don't think this is something you can handle?
I am more concerned about this evil perhaps possibly permeating the camp.
There are some
And-
things that are sealed down there.
They're sealed for a reason, I think. And I'm more concerned about whatever may be down there may have an opportunity to come back out and affect you and your soldiers. And we are conveying this to you, hopefully so we can better prepare ourselves for a possible oncoming threat, because I would hate for any of my comrades to be caught blindsided.
He says, well, if you feel it's dangerous and beyond your abilities, then you absolutely should leave it sealed. But if it's something you think you could handle, then, as was our deal with the other passageway, any treasures you find down there are yours to keep.
Unfortunately, we have already broken a seal.
Ah, so there's
We came
danger.
here to warn you.
Further seals remain, but we are unsure of what we may have.
He says, do you think this is a possible danger to the entire encampment in the cave?
This is why we are telling you. Just so you can prepare in case that is the scenario.
He says, is this can you tell me more about what you released?
I don't know, but I'm haunted now. I look around the room.
Haunted?
Sure.
As in some sort
As
of
right
undead
now,
creature?
honestly,
I don't know. It just looks like me, and I'm looking around the room, see if I can see it. It has these purple glowing eyes that just pierce into your soul.
It's possible that our minds have been affected and we see what is not there, or it is possible that something has come with us, has ascended with us up out of that hole and follows us now. We do not understand what we are experiencing. And I would still have see invisibility up, so Rhea is like darting her eyes around and pretty nervous and definitely looking to see if she catches any more glimpses of this creature or this shadow.
Clank would want to say we don't think we've released anything at this point. But as I
Rhea
said,
makes a little choking noise.
Yeah.
She's not sure if
magic.
she thinks that.
There's magic and curses that seem to be protecting everything down there. But I don't think we've released anything at this point. But like I said, we want to make sure that you are prepared for worst case scenario. That there is something that we've released and it ventures into your camp.
Well,
You can.
I don't know much about a creature with purple eyes that stalks one. This sounds to me like some sort of apparition, or perhaps a curse of some kind, maybe. Although, honestly, I don't know much about religious knowledge. There's nothing arcane that comes to mind. The best I could do is put a warding seal around the hole, which could possibly keep some things out. That would be costly, though, and I don't know if the seal I put would even do anything, because I don't know enough about what this creature is.
What about alarms?
Uh,
Because that might be the best we can do. But at the same time, I think we just came here to warn you of the possibility. I trust your capabilities and the capabilities of your men or soldiers.
he nods. He says, "Well, I will ponder what could possibly be done. If this is a invisible creature, then yes, an alarm spell might be an answer, unless it's something that teleports, or if it's something that's already in the cave. But I'll definitely put out some warnings for our soldiers to be vigilant."
Perhaps have your watches changed more often, or your watchers checked throughout their shift, just in case
He says, "All right.
any. Yeah.
All right, thank you for bringing this to my attention. If you do find out more, please let me know."
Alright.
Duel, I do have something to tell you. It has been weighing heavily on my heart, and Palor would, I feel, not appreciate lies and deceit, especially among friends. But I wish to tell you, the initial agreements of our treaty may have been misled somewhat. The town knows not of our alliance with you, and we meant to use that as a bargaining chip, to try to force peace among all the people. It is true that the Blood Hand does wish to ally with you, and we were hoping that if we present these to the town, that a peace treaty could be struck and an accord could be made. But the way things are now, I feel untrustworthy and deceitful by hiding this fact from you, and it is time that we have come clean.
He says, "Are you revealing to me that you wish an alliance between us and the Blood Hand?"
Well,
Is
that
that what-
alliance
we
has
already
already
talked
been
to our friend
struck,
about that. Yeah.
but I wish to tell you that the town knows not yet of our plans.
So,
and-
out of game, you guys haven't struck that alliance yet. Remember, Cithril.
Ophelia used a little bit of deceit and indicated to Orkard and Erdul that that the town was like aligned, that the mayor was aligned with this group, and that they, supported this alliance with the hobgoblins, and that was a fib. So Ophelia is feeling guilty and confessing. That only that one piece of the agreement.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
is that
there
what
wasn't
you're
a-
saying?
And we did, like, Cithril's note was true. We said for a three-way treaty, out of character, for the town, the Blood Hand, and now the Iron Tide. But we were lying about the town being allied.
Yeah, didn't you have a
Um,
forged letter from
We
the
had
mayor?
a forged
Oh,
letter
right.
from the mayor.
So,
That was
and
before Ria's
And
time,
so
but,
the
yeah.
Blood Hand is true, and we
Well,
were hoping that we would be able to strike an accord with them.
So Cithril was iffy about it. She wasn't convinced you could do it, and she was kind of like, well, if you can convince them, then it's possible. She didn't say for sure that she wanted an alliance. It was kind of like something that was on the table, but you probably want to confirm that with her. As for the town, then yeah. So if you say that, he will say, well, if you can get the town's forgiveness, by all means, but honestly, I don't expect this Empire frontier town to forgive us for what has happened, and I don't blame them. I don't think they'll be of much use in the times to come, so it might be better if you just don't mention any alliance with us.
I think that would really go against everything we are trying to hope to achieve, which is peace across the lands. Doesn't matter how small or how big. Our goal, as the ultimate end goal, is peace throughout the entire empire, by any means, necessary.
He says, well,
I guess not
remember,
by any means necessary, because
we
I
are.
cannot find
The Iron Tide is not of your empire. They they would be hard pressed to accept peace with us, and it's not something we need. I mean, if you need to convince your people of peace to be at ease, I suppose you should do it. But I fear that you would just be giving yourself a much harder task. I mean, we have caused much pain and suffering within your town, and
it
they would
is.
again be hard pressed to forgive us for that. Nor would they have a good reason to, just because we
It
now
is.
say we're not their enemy anymore.
It is something I need, and I am following
Ophelia,
Paylor's teachings. So
maybe this is a conversation for later with Port Erdul and Orchard both present. I think we have pressing things right now.
He says,
we
"Well,
do, but this has also been weighing on me, Clank, and I could not go another day without freeing myself from this burden.
in either case, it's unlikely the Iron Tide will ever return to your town. So I don't think peace is necessary, and I don't think Char is going to be interested in helping us find the vault. So trying to negotiate peace with us just seems like a waste of time. But if you feel you must do it, then I will leave that to your discretion. But you may end up just alienating yourself from your townsfolk and making your job much more difficult. Especially if you plan to fight against Blackwater, who, as I understand it, has quite the stranglehold on the town of Char in terms of politics.
Well, the right paths are not always the easiest ones.
He says they almost never are. But I
Thank you for
shall.
listening, sir. I appreciate your wisdom and your understanding in our situation.
Nods and says, I shall take what precautions I can to prevent this evil from encroaching on our camps. And again, please, if you find out more about what this is, let me know.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, so what does
Ophelia bows in reverence and takes some steps back to walk away.
Does Erdul speak Abyssal?
he has been speaking in common to you whenever you talk to him.
All right, so I say, in Abyssal. I don't know if he speaks it, but I say, in my opinion, peace is a lie. I'm only here for the dagger. So, I guess we don't know.
What does he speak?
I doubt he speaks Abyssal.
No, it's a
I mean, he
pretty.
might. I guess he
It's a
might.
pretty uncommon language. He just
Goblin and-
looks at you and says, I don't recognize that language. It sounds like Abyssal.
Oh,
Yes, it is.
He says, I actually speak Infernal, but not Abyssal.
Ah,
I never. He smiles. He says, I figure if I ever talk to an evil outlander, I will not survive an encounter with demons, so I might as well bet on something that I might actually survive.
interesting. Well, we're not all able to hang with the demons, I suppose.
Ophelia,
He arches an
Eyebrow
eyebrow. Yeah, he says, demons are beings of evil and chaos. Why would one wish to hang with them?
I feel like 5 different people's eyebrows just raised.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a turn of phrase duel, and then I just laugh and just.
He just kind of looks at you for a bit and says, well, in any case, good luck to you all. And let me know what you find out.
And wipes his brow like. Oh.
Alright, so yeah, what do you all want to do?
Well, do we return to camp? outside.
I think we were going to warn the druid of what we've found in case she has any further knowledge. But she had already said she doesn't know much about these ruins, I believe. We asked her.
Yeah.
So I
I'm
don't know.
about heading back down into the ruins.
Yes, I was just about to say, Clink. I feel that the longer we wait, the more imminent the threat may become.
Yes.
We cannot delve back into those ruins without more information.
Ophelia, do you have the magic to detect dark beings in our presence? I know
Is
it,
there-
but I would need to practice it for a time, perhaps overnight, in order to recreate it. I wonder if that might be of use to us.
I do have the magic to possibly remove some curses. Out of character, is there any? I'm sure there's a cleric spell somewhere in their addendum to identify evil beings. Is there?
Detect evil and good is what I was talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a level 1, but I don't have it prepared
Yes.
right now.
I do not have it prepared either, but I can go ahead and prepare that for tomorrow.
Yeah, we could. Yeah. It's just a thought that might be useful to us in whatever it is that's haunting us, but it may not. It may not. So
We don't need that spell. We know what we're dealing with is not of good nature.
I think we do need that spell, Elric.
I don't think it would be. And he looks kind of nervous. Yeah.
it helps us to locate our enemy.
Interesting.
And
They
Elric,
cannot.
I don't think. Do you not think us fools? As I know where your alignment somewhat lies already, based on our conversations and some of the things you may have said. But I am still willing to accept you all the same, as Palor sees forgiveness in all beings.
Well, I believe such magic does not
She goes,
detect
"Except humans."
humans. I don't think that such magic alerts on humanoids of a more evil disposition. It is simply certain types of creatures of an evil disposition.
That is a good question. Well, what does it do, Lou? Can somebody link the spell or no?
Yeah, I'll link it.
Alduin, you have been quite quiet. Do you have any thoughts?
Oh yeah, I see here. Aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend. See, I should have shut my damn mouth.
You were afraid we were gonna ding on you.
Yeah, I thought it would. I didn't. I've never played around with this spell.
Well,
or
I
any-
guess this.
Well, I
is
guess you
moot.
wouldn't really know about the spell in
Yeah.
character either, so it makes sense.
This
I
is
worked out.
moot. This is moot anyway because we need to practice and refresh our memories of this magic before either of us are able to successfully cast it again. So we're back to deciding what best we think we should do today. I am very much opposed to breaking any more seals that were left by the rune masters. We do not understand.
There
We
is
do not
one
understand
I
them.
do still wish to break, and that is to the Alcavian laboratory, where I feel there could be much more information, perhaps, about what the rune masters did leave behind in that godforsaken place.
I think that it is. I
Palor
think that,
forsaken.
yeah, I think that one differs though in the sense that those runes seem to keep us out, whereas these other runes seem to keep something in. So I do not object to investigating it further, although based on our last experience, I know not if we have the power or means to get around such runes.
Where are you right now while you're having this discussion?
By roll, I guess.
Like still in
Uh,
his tent, or did you walk out?
I wouldn't
Oh, we
want to
walked
walk
out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
here
just
we're walking, having this discussion.
maybe walking back towards the central part of the tunnel, kind of because we're gonna head somewhere, but we don't know. We were
Right.
talking about heading out or back to the ruins. So I guess we'd head back towards the central juncture or something.
So Rhea, with your perception, as you're all standing around the tent, you could swear you see something move behind the rocks over here, and then it's gone.
Over. Did you ping?
Yeah, up here.
I gotta find it. I gotta zoom out. Up here. Where's up here? Oh, okay.
Northwest.
Okay, there we go. And I do.
Everybody's pinging.
And I
Yeah.
do. Well, I was way down at the
I'm gonna
at the
change my
shadow
color to
cave. Yeah.
gold because
Yeah.
I'm fabulous.
Um. So, and I do still have see invisibility up. It's
Yeah.
probably not quite been an hour yet.
You just
So,
saw something kind of moving around in the shadows, and then it was gone.
All right, I would. She's pretty jittery already since she first saw her little shadow. So she's immediately going to snap her head in that direction and lock her eyes, and say aloud, "I saw something there. Let us investigate." And she'll start walking that way.
Clank's following.
All right. So you go over to the rocks, but by the time you look behind them, there's nothing there.
Could we have seen all the area surrounding? If there was something, it would have.
I mean the cave area near the cage is lit up with torches and light, but these areas are dark, so you just be seeing them with your dark vision, which is disadvantage on perception.
What about me? Do I see anything?
Well, you just have terrible perception, don't you?
Since I'm gonna go ahead and
12.
as
Yeah,
we're
so I guess
going
not
over there,
terrible, but not
Well, I
great.
think
that,
we are
so I
carrying
could
lights,
see.
but I think we were further than 30 feet from that rock when I saw it.
Yeah.
But I think we are already carrying lights. At least a couple of us said we lit ourselves up last session, I believe.
So Ophelia, you cast light in the area here?
Yeah.
Alright, so the area would light up, but it still doesn't seem like anything is here. It might be like Elric was seeing, where things just seem to like move around just at his periphery, and when he looks closely, they're gone. It might just be whatever the same thing is happening to Rhea.
Perhaps we are cursed. Maybe.
Ophelia,
Well-
you said you have magic to remove curses.
I do indeed. But it is a spell that Palor must guide me overnight.
I wonder. I know not if this is a curse, but I. She looks pretty jittery. Like she's definitely, this has unsettled her.
Alright, so what do you all want to do?
So do we go tell our druid friend, or do we go explore the laboratory?
Again, the druid might not know what we're talking about.
I feel like if we're well enough, we should dive back into the ruins. I don't think we should let it sit overnight.
I have to agree with that.
You want to, Clank? You want to go back into those shadow ruins?
I don't want to, but I don't want to release something into this area that kills the Iron Tide. I'd be responsible for that. I want to make sure it's safe.
And I'm thinking the best way we can ensure it's safe is to get more information. I
And
am
leave the front door
vehemently
open.
against going back into there right now until we possibly find something else out. And
We
if
open the
we've
front
exhausted
door.
our other options, then we can face it blindly.
Interesting. If you have some means that we don't know about of finding out this information, let's go for it. But if not, then we're still going to be reaching in the dark.
And it's just going to take time. And as Ulrich pointed out before, this might be something easier to take care of earlier than later.
While I do want to take care of this problem with haste, I think we must be wise about it and not rush foolhardy into something we do not yet understand. The feelings that I got down there is such a terrible evil, and I would be remiss diving right back in. And I cannot go
Do
with
you
you if
not
you guys
feel
wish
guilty?
to.
You scratched the runes off. You're the one who unsealed it. Would you
I
not
did no
feel
such
guilty
thing.
if all of these?
I thought that was
I
Elric.
did aid.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I
I
remember.
aided.
that.
I did
Yeah.
aid, but I wanted to see if it would work, and it did. But I can say,
And would you not feel
I will.
guilty? You
If you
allowed
guys
it to
wish to
happen,
delve back in there, I will stand guard at the entrance, waiting
but
for you. But
let not my voice be the voice of everybody. Eldwin, Elric, Rhea, what do you think?
I am willing to investigate the final door that does not bear seals. I do not support breaking any further seals.
I turn to Rhea and I say, "Do you remember that the door that was keeping us away? I think we may have means of accessing that door now." As I hold up the obsidian dagger, and then quickly put it back into my pouch.
We were unable to get anywhere near that door. The first rune activated if I remember, some 30 feet or more away, and the other at something like 15 or 20 feet away. We got nowhere near the runes.
It was 20 and 15 feet, if I recall, and I do have a way, as Palor has guided me in some aspects, that I can move things from a distance.
I don't object to this if you wish to try. I
And
have
if
my
it does
doubts
not
on
work,
I have my doubts on how such simple magic would thwart such powerful wards, but it is perhaps a loophole that the rune masters did not think of.
and if it is still no longer a if we can no
Uh,
longer do anything there, I am okay exploring in the dark ruins once again, but I feel like this is the best option to find out more information, and I'm
Eldwin, what
extremely
say you?
comfortable.
I'm not sure.
Elric?
I'm with you, Clank.
If Eldrick and I have some type of passengers or curses upon us, which I know not if we do, I'm alarmed at us experiencing similar visions and know not how to explain them, but just bear with me. Should this be some presence, some evil that has been released, and we venture into a place that the rune masters have carefully sealed for others to keep out, perhaps we take the evil into a place that it wishes to go.
It was already there.
Is that
No,
not
we're
playing
Well,
talking.
if we
tales?
No,
don't
we're
see
talking about going back
Octavian
to the
Lab,
door that paralyzed Ophelia, the Alcavian
what
labs.
Petrified.
if I'm
Yeah.
understanding what you're saying, Rhea? You're saying we might be leading whatever evil is following us directly to where it wants to go.
I know not what is so valuable in these labs that the rune masters decided to keep others out, and I know not why the rune masters decided to keep things in the other shadowy hole that we have explored. I am merely speculating. These are me thinking out loud more than any actual beliefs or sureties.
I just had a thought. What if these shadow versions of ourselves that we're seeing constantly peeking at us, what if they're spying for whatever's behind that door, and it's listening right now?
Well, then, even more so, I must insist that we do not break any further of the prison runes, the runes that keep something in, that seal something in.
Well, if we wait until tomorrow, I will have the means to, I think, help you both. You get the constant feeling now that something is watching you.
Yeah.
That would be Rhea and Elric.
Yeah.
Like something is peering at you from somewhere in the darkness. It's so a bit unnerving.
That's odd for me because nothing is darkness for me until like
Yeah.
120.
I guess for you, everything just looks lit up, but you do still get the feeling something's watching you.
Mm.
Yeah, and it would just be dim light for me. It would look like dim light to me everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps it may be best to wait until
Morning?
We see what Palor's guidance can do in the morning.
Yeah. You can work on that magic, yeah. I feel like that's the sensible option.
Cool.
All right. So yeah, what are you gonna do? I know I'm a broken record.
No, we're having trouble deciding here. Why don't we camp just to make sure? Why don't we camp over here at this ruin up top, and so we make sure the guards will be safe. I know you care about that.
Cool.
All right. So you're gonna spend the rest of the day watching over the entrance.
The north or the south entrance?
South.
The south one?
Okay.
Wait,
Scary one.
The
Yeah.
scary one.
oh, yes.
So the hobgoblins, when you come back, they say things have been quiet. We shall keep an eye out down the hall just in case you wish for us to yell for help. And they would start moving kind of down this way a bit.
Thank you, friends.
Alright, so you're setting up camp here and just waiting for tomorrow. Is that the idea?
Wait, I thought it was down here.
Oh, are you going down the hole to camp?
No,
Oh,
no, like
no.
by the ruin.
Oh, just really close. Alright, tree, get closer.
That looks kinda nice.
So... Okay.
Can I like search some of these ruins, see if I find anything like around?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do a perception check, you can take a look around. It looks like they've already been searched by whoever was digging, because, I mean, they found this a while ago.
How long
Alright.
do torches last?
They are an hour.
Oh, okay.
15. Like maybe
So you look around, but it just seems like dirt and stone. Whatever structure this is, there was nothing of value that's left behind as far as you can tell.
no writing anywhere.
No.
Okay.
Did you whisper me something that you were sending to Matt?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Just to keep you in the loop, too.
I see. All right.
They're gonna murder Elric when he's not looking.
Bum bum bum.
Oh,
How'd you
God.
know?
All right. So time is passing. Let me know if you're doing anything. Otherwise, we'll just see if anything happens.
Is it time for like downtime activities?
Well, there is. I thought you all were staying here. I mean,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, I mean, if you're just doing things like teaching each other a language or tool, then yeah, you could do that here.
Or like gamble with the guards or something. I don't know.
So that would be more something you would do like in the main area if you want to go and gamble, because no one's coming over here to gamble.
Can we do that? Can I do that? I don't know.
Sure.
I don't wanna...
As long as I mean, yeah, if you want to go and do that, that's fine. You can put a day towards that.
All right.
Okay.
So,
Anyone else doing anything?
I'm trying to find the inventory because I can't remember if I had the downtime project in progress for Rhea.
I don't see anything for Rhea in our
Okay.
downtime.
All right.
Yeah, I see a bunch of projects. I don't see one for Rhea though.
Okay.
I guess Clank would be tinkering, trying to make necklaces out of, or jewelry out of the wyvern teeth that he has.
Okay.
Oh, we were talking about making rings or necklaces out of those continual flame stones so that people don't have to use a hand to carry them.
Yeah, and I'll also do that as well. If that's not so much.
If I can assist, maybe I don't know that I can really assist,
Cool.
but I'm not gonna wander
So,
away. I'm gonna stay here with the camp.
I mean,
yeah.
the easiest thing would just be to like put it on a small like thing of rope and just hang it around your neck.
Yep, I can do that.
I'm gonna spend another day carousing with the Irontide.
Okay, so some of you are leaving this area and others are staying here.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. You do get the constant feeling of being watched Elric and Rhea. And every now and then you might see something moving around near you, although you never see exactly where it is anymore. You don't see yourselves with purple eyes, just you get the
I'm
uncomfortable
uh,
feeling that it's near.
Elric's probably less scared because he feels like he understands it more.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like it's his first time dealing with dark shit. So he's less scared than he was originally, but he's still cautious.
Now, do you still have all the items you took from that place?
Yeah, I still have the statues.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you put those back.
No,
No.
I did for just about a second, and then I reached back in slowly as I looked at it and grabbed them again.
All right.
Can Clank, if Rhea sits and converses with Clank while he's tinkering, can I learn Elvish from Clank or start to?
It would have to be,
spending-
yeah, it would have to be one or the other. Although, I mean,
He would have
making
to spend his downtime as well.
making a necklace probably isn't even downtime. You could probably do that in like a couple of hours, if that, like maybe an hour. So, if you want to learn Elvish from him, I can say he just makes those necklaces and then spends the rest of the day doing Elvish
That's up
with
to
you.
Clank. But if you would be down, she might ask you to start teaching her some Elvish words.
Cool. Sounds good.
All right, so passing time for downtime, and I don't know if Elduin is doing anything or Ophelia.
Elduin's just gonna be pondering to himself.
Okay.
He's gonna be looking down the hole.
Yeah, carousing. And this is my 5th day?
Yeah. Is it for carousing?
If you spent today, yeah.
And you already paid all the money for that, right?
Yeah, up front.
Okay.
Thanks.
Did you pay money for the carousing? I don't remember if we discussed that.
I don't think we did.
Maybe
Don't
not.
think I did.
Cool.
All right. So to carouse with the Iron Tide, you would probably, it wouldn't be that expensive. It's not like they're nobility or anything, but I assume you'd be buying a bunch of drinks and like maybe some mushrooms and like partying with them. Maybe like playing small hands of poker just to get in good with them. So I'd say it would probably cost you about 50 gold pieces.
Okay. And it was also like not so much like mushrooms and stuff, but I would, or like even drinking, but partaking in activities and offering support and offering aid for like healing supplies, making sure everyone's happy and healthy, kind of thing.
Oh, Elric's just trying to take their money.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, her goal was more to make friends than to make money. But yeah, part of that would involve like buying drinks and like maybe some gambling and just, yeah, so it'd be 50 gold pieces if you want to spend that. But if this is your 5th day, well, before I get to the downtime projects, let me send someone a message about something.
Clank, did you see the whisper I sent you a little bit ago in Roll20? Just a thought.
I did not.
Just a thought that Rhea would have shared.
I did not see that. I do not see any whisper.
Oh, you
You
don't?
see my whispers, Matt?
Oh, I see it now. Ah, I.
All right, so so the day is passing.
Hope I made some cash.
Matt, did you see my whispers too?
Everyone's whispering. Poor Clank.
Everyone's
Teach us,
whispering.
Clank. Whisper with us, Clank.
Well,
Be my
remember,
friend, Clank.
yeah.
Yes, I did.
All right.
I did.
So I think the only one that got 5 days at this point was Ophelia.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what you have to roll now. Downtime. Housing. I should just keep this up. So you have to make a so you don't have nobility. Well, this wouldn't really apply here. So you make a charisma perception check. Or sorry, charisma persuasion, not perception.
Ooh.
All right. So unfortunately, the members of the Iron Tide are a bit cold to you, and you don't make any new contacts from your efforts. Yeah. Yeah. So, anyone else hit the 5-day mark?
Oh, is it not like, all right, so for gambling you have to do it like for certain days before you make money?
Yeah, there isn't really a 1 day for gambling. It's just sort of after a certain amount of time you make some money on. Like it's like you are making and losing money during this time, but like with most of the downtime stuff, you get the results after 5 days of investment.
Okay, all right.
So, I mean, think of it like, yeah, you're not sure exactly how you're doing just yet. You're just kind of gambling here and there and talking with people, and yeah, at the end of that time, we make the rolls. So, what are you on? How many days?
That's my first day of gambling.
Oh, okay.
I have
Yeah.
2 days of spreading rumors that Rhea's a horse. So yeah, I got some skill.
Yeah. So after 5 days, we can make a roll on the rumor spreading to see what's going on with that.
Oh, I'm gonna love that. I'm absolutely love that.
All right. So I'll say the Iron Tide. Uh, Yeah, so you can pay the standard 1 gold piece for upkeep, unless you want to. I'll say the most you can live is comfortable, because the Iron Tide doesn't have extravagant like stuff you can buy.
While I'm thinking about it, can I sell those statues?
To the Iron Tide?
Yeah, can I sell them to the Iron Tide? See what they'll offer me.
Uh,
Just yeah, like
so you would probably want to talk to Orcard about that.
oh, okay,
Most of the Iron Tide soldiers wouldn't have the money to buy those.
all right. Yeah. Can I do that?
So if
Like
you go
try.
talk to Orcard, give me a persuasion roll.
Now, since it's me, my persuasion's gonna be 1. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, there you go, 20.
Since it's you, the persuasion's gonna be one.
Yeah, it always fails me at the worst times.
Oh,
So
I get what you're saying.
Orcard would say, "My tribe is, or we have not been high on funds due to the betrayal of Blackwater. If you are willing to sell me these statues at a discount, I would consider it. But I mean, I don't have the money to be buying these artifacts."
That is fair. What do we say? What about we cut it and say 80 gold? I think after looking at them, they're worth about 50 gold apiece. Can make some profit off that.
Did I give you a value for these?
Yeah, 50 gold apiece.
So you're trying to bluff him upwards?
Well,
No.
no, that's down. 80 gold for all 3.
Oh, I see. So instead of 150, it would be 80.
That's a good deal.
So he
Comes
looks at them.
pre-cursed.
Yeah.
He would say, show them to Erdul. He will make the decision. And if what you're saying is true, then he will
I
give you what you ask for. So if you go talk to Erdul, yeah, I assume you're not going to tell him that you got these from the cursed chamber.
no.
Alright, so he would look over them and say, alright, then 80 gold, and I'll buy the 3 of them off you.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything throughout the day?
I know I'm not there, but when Erdul like touches the statues, does anything weird happen? Does he
No,
like
he just
react?
takes them.
All right.
So Elduin, the voice would ask you to tell it more about your tribe and why you wish to prove this. Do you want to tell it the story of what happened to you?
Cool boy. If anybody's interested in some lore dump,
I mean, you don't have to actually tell it out loud. I'm more just asking, like, would you be doing this during the day, like talking to this voice?
yes, I would.
Okay, got it. All right, so yeah, the day would pass. Everyone spend your upkeep, however you're living.
Rhea would pull out her cupcake, and this time she would like offer to share it with Clank.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine.
So she gives you a half of a big pumpkin confection.
Oh,
See-
Clank has never been so excited in his life.
Just
and
Um,
she
pecking at this pumpkin thing. Peck,
and she
peck, peck, peck.
carefully wraps. She carefully takes the cupcake wrapper and folds it and puts it back in her bag, as she always does.
Elowen's kind of gets a small whiff of like, what's that smell?
All right. So, who is on the midnight watch? This would be night watch.
Did we set up watches?
I believe
Oh.
we updated it last week. Midnight or late night is we did not. Gale and Eldwin. So
So,
I guess that would be Clank or Rhea. Would you want the late or
Yeah,
morning?
let me do late because I have 300 foot
Cool.
of dark vision.
Oh, and we need one more person for
It
morning.
doesn't matter when we're in the cave, but when we're on the surface, that'll matter.
I mean, I can do night. I have
Yeah.
like dark vision.
all right.
Well, it's got you down for.
So,
Well, I
as
guess, yeah.
as
I
you
wish to
are
do the late night.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'll take early night. Okay, that works.
So wait, who's on night with Rhea?
Me, I guess.
Eldwin.
All right. Oh,
Me.
that's like perfect. All right. So as the two of you are sitting there watching, something approaches from the dark.
Wait, Elder or me?
Me, Elduin.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said Elric. All right. So go ahead and position yourselves on the map where you'd be.
Where's our? Do we have like a little fire, or like where? Like what's the camp set up? Like just like sleeping bags in
I'm
a
gonna
circle, or?
I'm gonna take the morning mat with Elric or early night.
I'm gonna be like sleeping over here.
Oh my lord!
I'll do it.
All right.
He's just asking for trouble. I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't. Know how
Did
we'd
we
be
get the long
positioned.
rest in?
No, this is during the night.
Cool.
Do I
I
have
am-
everyone on there?
I see 4. I think we're
We
missing
got
1.
5. I take early
I'm
night.
trying to-
It's
there we go.
Ophelia and Elric early night. Late night, midnight would be Rhea and Elduin, and then the morning is just Clank.
All right. So something approaches from
Elric,
the
you
That's
are
not a
dark.
good
really
idea.
sleeping right by the hall, Elric.
What? I'm trying
You're
to sleep.
sleeping.
Yeah.
All right.
Give me initiative rolls.
Oh God.
Ooh.
And I think only 2 of you are awake right now.
Yeah, the moment I see it, well, I guess, okay, so I've seen it and that means initiative. Okay, so.
Yeah, it seemingly comes out of nowhere as it almost like just steps out of the darkness and starts to approach the camp.
Yikes.
Oh, I guess I gotta click on myself to do that. One sec.
Oh, and Eldwin, you would have my vigilant blessing.
I guess I gotta get my bird out too.
Elduin here. What does that spell do again?
Advantage on initiative.
Oh, okay. I'll roll again then. Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah, if I was spending a watch with you, I would definitely give you that.
Nice.
All right. So, the first act, as this creature approaches. Oh, the creature goes first.
Oh, shit. I didn't actually.
I don't actually. Oh, there's a Thalia. Gotcha. Okay.
Did you not roll Clank?
I did not, but I did just roll.
Okay, let me reorder.
Hank is
Alright.
sleeping deeply.
That's
Yes.
unfortunate. So the creature steps forward. And it is going to
Oh no!
go for a sleeping clank.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Fried chicken. Here we go.
Fried chicken. It's terrible. Alright, so it is going to attack you using... It looks like... so this creature would look like... Rhea. But she has a blackened hand as she claws at a sleeping clank. Oh, 23.
Ooh, advantage?
Yeah, he's sleeping.
I'm laying down.
And it would auto crit.
Oh,
So...
I have
Oh
adamantine.
no!
Oh, nice.
Yay.
So luckily the armor will protect you as the creature tries to go for your throat, but does not see the plates, or the adamantine armor interlocked protecting you, so you only take 12 necrotic. You are awake now, but it does get, I think, another claw attack at advantage.
That
17?
misses.
Alright, so you roll to the side, just barely avoiding that. As you are startled, I'll give, with this noise now, I will give everyone a perception check at disadvantage to wake up. If you, well, you're awake.
little
You
clank
got, you
went
got,
out
you
of
got
the
attacked. So you're like, ah! If you,
exactly,
if you
yeah.
beat
Wow.
a 10 with disadvantage, you would awaken.
Oh my god.
And you can,
And makes it. Oh no!
yeah, 10 or over, you would awaken. Otherwise, you would still be asleep. But that is it for this strange creature, Elric.
Can't believe I failed that.
I
There are
say,
2 numbers I can roll.
I say, Clank, keep it down. I'm trying to sleep.
You roll over.
And he rolls.
The owl is sitting atop of the thing, looking very worried, but he doesn't have any commands yet, so he's just hanging out, I assume.
See,
Riala.
how smart is an owl? An owl is int 2. Never mind. Okay, all right.
Yeah, he's probably hooing a bit. Rhea, you were awake, so you can act.
All right, yeah. So I see the motion, and I immediately will jump up and say to Eldwin, "There, it's standing over Clank. It's attacking, like, because I don't know if he can see it."
And you would actually see it.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Eldwin would. Okay.
you would
And
see
then
it
I'm
now.
gonna run this way and shake Ophelia.
Wake up, Ophelia! Alright, so Ophelia, you were jostled awake, and that would be your action, Riala. Anything else?
Yeah, I'll point in. Clank is being attacked by one of the shadows. I think it looks like me.
And you would see it does look like her when you look up. It looks just like her, except for the eyes and the black claw.
Thank God the eyes look different. Otherwise, they'd probably all be mistrusting me.
What's she doing?
Which one's the real Rhea?
All right, that's all I've got right
This
now.
is the fog spell all over again. Elduin.
All right.
Oh, can I use my voice? I don't know if it will follow my commands, but I will use my voice to call out to Agoth and say, "Wake your master."
Agoth just gives you a look. Looks
All
down
right,
at
hang on.
Elric. You tell me what to do, lady. Elduin, what are you gonna do?
All right. I'm gonna go up.
Try to get a free action for the group there.
Yeah. All right. Elwin's gonna go up to Shadow Rhea. He's gonna go up and be like, "Who are you?" And then he's going to attempt to grapple this shadowy thing.
Okay, you would attempt to grapple it with the first attack, but your hand would go right through it. It does not seem to be corporeal.
Okay. Could I possibly attack it with my great axe as a second, or?
Yeah, if you have extra attack, you can make one attack now.
Okay, I'm going to. Yeah, I will use my great axe to swing at Shadow Rhea.
Alright. You cut into Shadow Rhea. 15 will indeed strike it. Doing 10 points of slashing. as it sort of is disrupted by the axe hit, but is still functional. Anything else?
I just yell out, "Intruder!" and then end my turn from there.
All right.
Nice.
Ophelia, so you groggily like wake up as you see something very strange. Rhea like yelling at you, and another Rhea like slashing at your party members.
Well, shit. Okay, so I immediately turn, look at this thing, and throw a sacred flame at it.
All right, so you stand up, I assume, using half your movement, and then hurl
Yep.
a sacred flame. The creature will look towards you, attempting to dodge it. Oh, but it will not be quick enough, and you burn it for 11 radiant damage. Anything else?
I want to telekinetic shove as my bonus action. Elric can wake him up.
In the hole?
No, towards me.
Oh,
All right, Elric, give me another perception check. What the? All right, so this time you're jostled away because you're kind of shoved across the ground. Like, huh? And you
As
are.
I point, and I'm just like, intruder!
All right.
It's the thing!
So yeah, you would see basically like the thing that was stalking you, except it looks like Rhea. Clank.
I will stand up, tap my movement,
Yeah.
and then am I able to get there with 15 feet?
Yes, that would be exactly 15.
Cool. And I will yell, Ulrich, didn't you have one of these? And punch this one in the face.
Okay. Yep. 20 would strike it. Doing. Ooh, only 6 thunder, as it seems to resist elemental magic, as most incorporeal things do.
Cool. Well, I will punch it again.
12 would miss, as it kind of just steps backwards, avoiding the punch.
Cool. And then bonus action, I will use a defensive field to give me some temp HP.
Wow. Alright.
My luck.
Are you wounded,
Oh.
Matt, by chance?
New
Not
round, the creature goes. It is going to... What does this do?
Fuck this thing.
You won't do it.
I'm not a bard.
So it looks towards the ceiling, letting out a scream. And everyone within 40 feet, which is everyone, has to make a wisdom save.
Fuck. Good thing I'm good at wisdom. Oh, not good enough.
Oh,
Alright, so if you fail, you become frightened by it and become cursed as well.
oh shit.
Which is going to be Elduin, Ophelia. Elric's already cursed by this. So yeah, Elduin and Ophelia, you become frightened. You're like, what the? Ah! And that is it for the Tulpa.
What that means?
Elric, you're frightened as well, but you're already cursed, so you can't be cursed again.
can I like somehow shake that being frightened or
What's
no?
the duration, Lou?
The frighten will last until the end of its next turn. So it's
Is
like
Elric
a...
awake now? From the
Oh yeah,
from
he
all the
was
commotion?
awake. He was woken by the shove.
Does that mean I can't?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Frighten means as long as you see it, you have disadvantage, and you can't move closer to it.
So I can't move any closer to it.
No. And
Okay.
yeah, as long as it's in your sight, you would have disadvantage.
All right, then I guess
It says it, yeah, right there, what it does.
20 foot, which isn't closer. Is it?
I don't think so. You're sort of like circling it there.
Yeah. All right.
Weapons.
I guess throw some Eldritch blasts at it.
Alright. Pew! So you're just firing at it, all shaken up.
I guess
As
that
the
macro.
echoes of its scream resound in your mind.
Yeah. Broken macros here. Let me see here. Do this.
Warforged that have the ability that are immune to being frightened? I don't think I do.
The 15 would strike it. The other one would miss as you blast twice, hitting it once for 9 force damage.
All
And
right.
it looks wounded from that attack.
I tell Bird to go give it back pain.
Alright, the bird will hoo and holler and go give him back pain
Okay.
as he is distracted.
20 foot, and then 10 foot, and then there we go, right there.
Alright, Rhea. So I think you made the save, so you're not frightened of it, right?
Right. And I saw Ophelia send that sacred flame, and it didn't seem particularly affected by radiant damage. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do.
Well, it was affected normally.
Right.
It was
Nothing. Not like extra.
Oh, you know the thunder damage wasn't very effective.
Right. So I will. I'm gonna put. I'm going to put Shantaea's favor on. Plank and Eldwin and
Alright.
Elric. Hopefully them make some hits.
Alright, so you cast your bless targeting them. Wait, why does it say new spell found? We do have a bless.
Well, because I renamed it, maybe.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Alright, so who did you target?
I took all the religious references out and put it in like face stuff. It's gonna be Clank, Eldwin, and Elric.
Okay, you guys are marking yourself. That's fine.
And I'm going to step out of Ophelia's way. I may or may not realize that she's not going to move towards the creature anyway, but just so that she doesn't have to run through me. That's all I got.
Alright, Elduin. So you are terrified by this thing, as that scream really shook you.
I would like to attempt a saving throw to end it.
It'll just end on its own at the creature's turn. You can't try to end it early. You'd just be at disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
But you have bless. Helps a little.
I got a bless. So since I'm frightened, do I have to move away from it?
No, you just can't move towards it, and you would attack at disadvantage.
Alright. In that case, Eldwin's gonna go into a rage. He's just
Okay.
gonna... You'll see his eyes glow up, and he's kind of like trying to roar, but he's just pretty like really shooken up by this scream. And he's going to do a reckless attack against it, attacking
Alright,
twice.
so that will give you a wash. Hoo-ah!
Yep, just gotta put some things down first. Alright, here's the first swing.
Alright, 16 will strike it, connecting with the first hit. Doing 17, which will put it to very wounded.
Alright, and I will attack again with disadvantage.
I think you would still have, it'll be a wash. But yeah, 20 will strike.
Alright.
Doing 10. Oh, it's still alive. Surprising. Alright, anything else?
Alright, since I hit it, it now has the protectors on it.
Okay.
And then after that, I will end my turn.
Ophelia.
Oop. Throwing another one out.
Alright, more sacred fire is hurled at the creature, who will try to dodge. Makes that one sidestepping it. Anything else?
Do any of my allies look wounded?
I don't think so. mean,
Okay.
yeah,
Then that's
everyone's
it.
above half.
Clank's got like a slash across his little feather chest, but other than that,
Yeah. Alright, Clank.
Cool. I am going to flank this guy and punch him. Or
Wow.
attempt to.
Alright, you do a Thunder Punch. So 20 will strike, and 3 damage will actually bring him down.
Cool.
And those of you who are cursed, which has several of you now, will hear a laughter. But looking around, you don't see any more of them. What do you
I'm
want
gonna
to do?
spin in place like in a battle stance, like looking for when's the next one gonna pop up.
Well, I would. I would say, well, I wouldn't worry about it. See, if I know me, then Shadow Me is probably asleep somewhere.
Eldon will just shout out, "Is this some sort of test?"
There's no reply.
Well,
Lou, how do I know if I can cast something as a ritual or not?
It'll be tagged as a ritual.
Okay.
The spell, and it's, yeah, if you look in the compendium, it'll usually be marked as a ritual spell. Alright, so I assume you're going to go back to bed?
Elric is. He's gonna go right back by the
Yeah.
hole.
Alright.
Now, how does that affect our rest if we're out the second?
It doesn't. It's only, I mean, it only affects your rest if you're doing a short rest. Long rest,
Okay.
you have to do an hour of strenuous activity, which this
The
was
break, okay.
definitely not. So, like, rituals and stuff you couldn't do. But, yeah, the night would pass without issue. So you would awaken...
After this fight, I am going to do. If I do a sending spell and somebody's asleep, are they still going to receive it?
Yes. Are you doing it right after the fight?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna re-roll then. Unless
If
you
you
wait till
cast-
morning.
If you cast a ritual, you won't get your rest, right? Isn't that what you just said?
No, only if it takes an hour.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, if he's
And
just doing a
ascending
spell.
Is not a ritual.
Yeah.
I am just
Oh, you're
going
using the spell
to
slot. Okay.
shoot that over to Orchard and let him know. Do you want me to type it out?
Sure, you can do the message. But yeah, so no, nothing happens. It is now the 17th of fall at 9 a.m. Go ahead and long rest, everyone. And yeah, it is the next morning. Everything seems okay. Whatever these were, they did not show up again during the evening. What do you want to do?
I guess I'd say to Ophelia, did you get that that magic you were working on last night? Were you able to work it out?
I did indeed. Let me reset my what my prepared spells here real quick. I got 2 different spells I swapped out. All right.
Sorry, I should mention, those of you who are cursed would have terrible nightmares during the evening. You would still get your rest, however, you would all have disadvantage on wisdom saves, those who are cursed.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
I have no, wait. Okay, whatever. All right, yeah,
Okay.
that works.
So I guess I want to test this out. I am going to throw a remove curse on myself.
Are you cursed?
She is
Got it
now,
during
yeah.
that battle. Yeah.
Alright. So you would be able to remove the curse from yourself in the morning. So you would still, or you would no longer have disadvantage on wisdom saves.
Okay. And then I look at the rest of the party and I say, "Oh, friends, that was a curse indeed. I only have one other spell that I can perhaps use today. is there any preference about who we should use this on in the order?
Give
The
it to
turn of the
Rhea.
party.
Or I would suggest Eldwin or Elric, since they are more offensive in combat should we have to face these things again.
I know not what an evil version of me would do to us.
Probably
Uh,
nothing.
I
Probably
go up
good.
to Elduin and I put my second remove curse on him.
Alright, so you spend another 3rd level spell, and yeah, you would feel much more at ease, Elduin.
Thank you.
Alright, what do you
I
all
hope
want
you
to
are
do?
feeling better, friend. That thing was quite terrifying. And this is partly why, friends, I wish to discover more before we take these things with us.
Well, by all means, if you want to go through another night of that, I mean, without finishing off what's in there, that's up to you.
Well, maybe if somebody didn't steal from the dead, as she looks over angrily.
I mean, it was anyone's to take. They were dead.
She kind of just shakes her head and walks away.
Were is the key word there.
Or are maybe still be. I'm not sure.
Alright, well, yeah, what do you all want to do?
Are we going back down there?
I feel like we need to.
I fear that we are disadvantaged by whatever affects our minds, this curse.
Should we go to
I-
the labs?
Have been able to think much clearer since this has been, and I would feel much more at ease if we could remove all of the curses before we delve into these.
You want to wait another day?
At least.
All right. Well, then let's do it. Probably gonna wait back in town though, or back in the Hobgoblin encampment.
Perhaps the
That is fine, friend. I have some things I wish to discover on my own at the old Dwarven ruins if anybody wishes to join me.
Rhea, what are you saying?
I was trying to remember if remove curse is a druid spell. My multiclassing makes me unsure. So I have too many clerics and druids multiclassed.
I don't know.
I was just trying to look it up real quick, and then because we could ask our druid friend whether she has this capability, but I was just checking first if it was even a druid spell.
Can we just ask Lou? Do you know
Well-
if it's
What are you asking me?
remove
No,
curse?
it's not. It's not a druid spell. Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
I think it's cleric and
Holy.
maybe one other, maybe bard. I'd have to take a look.
Yeah, I
Uh,
have some trouble because I multiclass those two classes so much. But yeah, it makes sense that it's more holy. Just like the naturey stuff is more druid.
then what spell are you looking for, Rhea?
Remove
Yeah.
curse.
What
She
what
got-
Ophelia just used? Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. I also want to throw down this and hold it for 10 minutes.
So, let's see. So is that a ritual or is that a spell? Spell.
I don't think I can
Oh.
ritual cast this, can I?
It's one
No.
act.
Yeah, it's not a ritual.
Okay. So,
Warlock. Let's ask Erdul. He's a warlock, isn't he? Let's ask him if he can remove curses.
or duel? No, he's a wizard. He's not a
Oh,
warlock.
he's a wizard. Well, it's a wizard spell too. Remove curse is cleric, paladin, warlock, wizard.
Yeah, so if he has it.
Yeah.
So you would cast that spell, concentrating, and you would probably detect there is You would detect there is a undead close to you, but for some
Oh,
reason
that turns 30.
you can't pinpoint it,
Oof.
Even
which
though it
is
says I know
weird.
where it's located.
Yeah, it's almost like it's all around you, which doesn't make any sense.
Hmm. Okay.
Do you share this?
Yeah.
This is
You guys
most
see me
alarming.
chanting.
Yeah.
So Ophelia might be looking around, kind of like confused, maybe a little bit terrified.
What is
She's
it,
definitely
Ophelia?
uneasy. I sense evil around us, but never in my past have I been unable to locate. It just feels like it's permeating all around us, and it puts me really at unease.
Well,
Hmm.
should we go see Erdul then?
If multiple of us have been affected by this curse, I think anything we can do to speed up the removal of these curses would be to our benefit before we encounter again, like we did last night, that which would spread that curse to more of us.
So I can just, if you go talk to Erdul, he would say he does not have remove curse. He more just has
Mm.
war magic, not ways to get rid of this sort of thing.
Um,
He does. The only thing he had was that thing I think he gave you all to
yeah.
remove, kind of like the catch-all to
A
remove.
greater restoration.
But I don't know if that affects curses actually.
I think that might be a DM call, honestly, but
I mean, I could, yeah, but I don't think you have any more of that anyway.
No.
no. We gave him
Uh,
like pretty much
so
a lot of what we had at the time just to get Ophelia and
do we
Oh,
want to take?
it does actually get rid of a curse. Interesting.
okay. Yeah. It's an expensive spell, so I actually feel like that would make sense for to get because a curse is a much lower remove curse is a lower level spell. So
You want to take a day of downtime again, or no?
if we decide to go back into the shadowy hole, I still urgently uh, recommend that we do not break any more runes. We just investigate the last rune that was not sealed. If we go to
Investigate the that was not sealed.
yeah, there was a room to the north of the sealed room that was broken down a little bit and that was not sealed that we didn't open.
Oh, it was. It was. Well, we don't know that it wasn't. It was. It was.
Well, it didn't have the runes or preservation that we saw on the other doors.
I mean, we did.
We have no idea what's behind it. But
We did promise Elduin we would. You know, open that other door as well. I don't know if you.
some of us promised Eldwin. Rhea is vehemently, pushing against and breaking any seals, as she objected when you broke the previous seals.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
If we'd like to pass time and try to recover more from these curses, then I support this plan as well. But
Yeah.
of course, we may pass another unrestful night.
Elduin, how would you respond to that? What I just sent you.
Elduin would definitely share his life stories.
All right, so you would continue to engage with this voice.
Yes.
All right, are you talking to it about anything or asking it anything?
I think he would just talk to the voice about how he was found, raised, and failed his trial and exiled because of it.
All right. Are you gonna ask it anything about itself or anything about what's going on, or?
I'll ask it, if I free you, are you going to harm my friends?
It would say, "Your friends and you fascinate me. I have no wish to harm any of you. I wish to know more about what it is you all seek. You are the first Zatian I've encountered. I've only heard stories about your kind.
You say this
And I.
word,
Sorry,
but
go ahead.
you say this word, but the shamans have spoken nothing of it. I know not of what
Well,
Zatian is.
we've talked. Like, didn't somebody share some insight? Like Clank or somebody? I forget. Rhea.
Oh,
I feel
right.
like it came up, but I don't
I
remember how
do
much
know
we
that
knew.
they are people that can either hold great sway for good or evil, and they have appeared randomly throughout time, I believe, and they have always come during, I guess, momentous occasions for the populace.
Well, their appearance generally brings about some kind of change or great event. Usually that they
Whether
are in
good
the
or
center
bad.
of, yeah.
Okay, well, let me.
That's
let me
what,
speak to
I think that's what Rhea, because I remember Rhea mentioned something about it when she was talking about why her master had her follow your group. Because, yeah, there was a bit of a discussion on it last time.
Okay.
That's
and then,
honestly that this is the only place I've heard of it. I haven't heard of any of it in the other campaigns, so I can say that yeah, that's
then Elder will speak out. Do you believe me being the Zatian is part of my fate?
Are you talking out loud when you say speak out, or you just mean in your mind?
In my mind.
Alright. It says, oh yes, the Zatian are heavily fated beings. That's why their presence often brings about so much change.
I will speak to the group. Let's go back down to the shadowy hole.
All right, we did promise you.
May I examine that blackstone dagger?
no.
That's rude.
Yeah, how rude. I think I would say something along those
Ophelia
lines.
says,
Ophelia.
I apologize, Rhea, but no, I feel it is safest in my hands currently.
Oh, Ophelia is carrying it?
Yes.
I thought Elric was carrying it. Okay.
No.
Ophelia's the one that took out the runes.
Actually, I
carrying-
don't think it's any safer in Ophelia's hands
I had
than Rhea's, but yeah, no, she wouldn't
Yeah.
have asked that if Ophelia is carrying it.
I handed it to Elric and he scratched him out, and then I asked for it back and he gave it back and I put it
I see.
away.
How many
And
charges does it have
Well,
now?
actually, Rhea was carrying it, and Elric asked for it from me because you guys had handed it to me at the beginning of that session. So yeah.
Oh, so I asked you for it and then
4?
threw it
No,
to
no,
Elric.
he didn't give it. Yeah, he didn't give it back to me. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I threw it to Elric and then I asked for it back from Elric and then immediately tucked it away once I realized what it could do.
The only thing that Elric's carrying of importance is the magical arc reactor. Yeah.
Arc reactor?
Yeah.
The
Was that mentioned?
arcane stone. Or the arcane crystal.
Yeah.
Wait,
Right.
but do we have an arcane crystal in this group?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you found it in the caves when you defeated the golem.
Oh, I didn't remember finding it. I know where it was. I just out of character. I know where it was. I didn't remember finding it in this group because I did fight the golem with this group. So okay.
And Elric carrying it.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Powers of mine. Yeah.
Yeah, I was resisting the urge to have Rhea, because I knew her perception wasn't good enough, so I was resisting the urge to have her search that wall when we were in that little cavern.
Alright, why don't we do a break, actually, because we're over half time. So, yeah, why don't we do 10 minutes and then come back in a little bit.
Sorry, Miri. Yeah, it's just at this point in time, especially because there's curses and shit going on.
Oh no,
she's
you're fine.
a little leery about everything that's happening.
No,
she's very
honestly,
leery about everything that's happening.
Honestly, if I had any knowledge that you guys were going to scratch out runes with it, and by the way, Ophelia, you totally encouraged that.
I did.
But yeah,
I realized what was behind it.
If Rhea had any anticipation that you were going to do that with that dagger when you asked her for it, she would not have relinquished it. And so Ophelia has swapped from, yeah, let's scratch out the runes to nope, not allowing that to happen again. But Rhea
Well,
has never swapped. That's how she's been from the beginning.
yeah. Well, like there was a
So
moment there where I legitimately thought that maybe the Rune Masters were evil and they were holding like sealing away something that might be good. And once we scratched out the door with the coffins into it, and I went up to the coffin and sensed that super great evil, I went nope, 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 and changed my
yeah,
mind instantly and
yeah.
Mm.
Well,
flipped.
Rhea's immediate thing when Ophelia said that, when Ophelia said maybe we don't know who the bad guy is, maybe the Rune Masters were up to no good. Rhea's immediate response was, "We don't know how to reseal these once we unseal them. We need to learn more before we make any action." So
Yeah, sorry.
no, it's all in character, so it's fine. But no, I wouldn't even have asked about the dagger just now. I thought that Elric was carrying it, and I was worried that he was going to like get tempted to
That's yeah,
scratch
see,
out another
it's the
rune
same
if we
thing.
go back
I
down there.
don't
So
know.
that's
I
why
don't
Ulrich, why
she
don't
was
nobody trust you?
like, "Hey, come
I mean,
on."
one,
I
he's cursed. So that's the thing.
I've done
Wait,
nothing.
wait. You guys were talking
I'm
over.
the
I think there were two of you talking over each other just there.
oh
I didn't hear what. I thought I heard Clank and Ophelia, but I'm not sure.
Oh, I just
It's
said,
yeah.
ain't nobody like Elric. Or
yeah
nobody trusts Elric.
yeah that's the truth.
One, it's because Ophelia might be a little bit cocky and she's doing what she thinks is for the benefit of, all of the Empire and doing the good deed. And there's like curses flying abound and fucking people getting talked to and voices and spirits appearing. And she's unsure of if they may use the dagger for nefarious means if they have it because of the curse or something like that. So she's
Yeah.
like, fuck no, I'm holding on to
Well,
this
no, but
bitch
yeah,
life or
but
death.
Rhea didn't. Well, Rhea did not. Rhea did not ask for it because I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
mistaken on who was even carrying it. So yeah.
That's why, like, and even when I pulled it out and said like I wanted to use it, that's why I immediately tucked it right back in just to like, basically it's like the fucking ring from Lord of the Rings. I'm like, yeah, fuck this. Like, no, I don't want you to be fucking tempting to people. Like,
Well, I don't think the
fucking
dagger itself is anything like the ring. I
no,
think
but
it's
I
just
think it
that you
has,
were able to use it against the magic. Yeah, to
yeah.
cancel the magic or to disrupt. Yeah. I think it's actually a good idea for us to let Erdul put like a seal or an alarm on this, but I guess now if we're going back down, we just break his.
I still do not want to go back down at all.
I don't support going back down either, but like that's why Rhea keeps saying, like, if we go back down, the only thing I'm willing to do down there is to investigate that final unsealed room.
Feels like the powers of darkness are stronger down there, though, and influence is much stronger.
Well, the influence seems to be happening above as well, since there are at least two of us like seeking to go back down.
Here,
Um,
y'all take this time to figure out what you want to do.
Yeah,
I'm
100%.
actually walking my dog right now. I'm like 3 blocks from my house.
If we
Uh,
I
so
will go
it's
back
either go
down if
back
the
down in
entire
the.
party agrees with it, but I am vehemently against it. Just saying.
All right, I'm for it. Who else is for it?
We'll take a vote. We got 5.
My
I'm gonna
vote
be
is
outnumbered.
conditional. My vote is conditional.
All right,
If we go back down, it is only to explore the final unsealed door in case we find further answers there.
Eldwin.
I'm fine with that. Eldwin, what do you think?
He's gone.
He's we know he's gonna say yes, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking crazy ass bullshit. God.
don't know if anybody else is still here, but like my perspective is like this is
Here.
something we have to get through, and the quicker we get through it, the better. We opened it up.
See, I still don't want to fucking do it, man. I understand what you're saying, but I really
Oh,
don't fucking
and
want to do
Frank
this.
doesn't want to do it either, but he would rather die trying to do that than live with the guilt of releasing it.
Yeah, and then the thing on the other side of the door is just probably like, open your door. It's like, let me out of here. But we shall see.
But everybody got disadvantage on the wisdom
Never
save.
thought I'd find something more evil than Elric.
He's not that bad, I'm telling you.
No, I'm just fucking around. But for real though, yeah, I don't fucking like this. I don't fucking trust it. I fucking want to figure out what this is before we're fucking going in. I hate every fucking part of this. Ophelia's every fucking holy bone in her body is screaming.
Like, I think probably, well, I mean, Elric's killed people. He's done like rituals to his patron, but I don't think he's actually ever sacrificed a person before. So at least he's not that bad, right?
Well, he's not cursing people and fucking giving them shadow specters.
Right? Plus, he can't do that. He probably would if he could. He probably would think it's hilarious, but
Yeah, that's basically our two options right now: is explore the unexplored room in the prison, or go into the labs. And I'm okay with, as long as we're just going in to explore that room. I guess that's conditional too. Like, I want nothing to fucking do with the sealed door right now. Not saying it's like forever, but at least until we know, try to find out a bit more. And if nothing else comes of it, then perhaps. But as of right now, there's too much unknown for evil presences for me to be comfortable.
honestly, like I'm just hyped to see the interaction between what's in the room and Elduin. That's like, I hate to say it, but yeah, I'm hyped for that and I want to see it.
Like, I want to help, like, Elduin out quite a lot. You know, I was all fucking gun ho at getting in there originally, and now, like, after finding out a bit, I'm like, no, maybe not.
I'm just over here like Palpatine. I'm just like, do it.
Like maybe now you're not sure whether or not going in there is actually helping Eldwin.
I don't think it is personally.
Right, exactly. So
Yeah,
you're like
like I
still
was like,
sticking to you're still sticking to your promise to help Eldwin, but you've changed your mind on what will help him.
yes.
And Elric, I guess I understand what you just said out of character, but in character, what would Elric's investment be in having Eldwin follow this voice?
Curiosity.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. He is
I'm
nothing if not
Meow.
good.
We're all cats and we're
Oh.
about to die.
We're
Curiosity.
talking shit about you.
How dare you?
Yeah, fuck that guy, dude. I don't know if we can trust him. He's fucking. There's something going on in his head.
Yeah, and if there's ever an opportunity for, see, that's the thing, a driving factor for Elric is that he's always drawn to power. So if there's anything he can manipulate in his way, he may do it.
So knowledge, power, or wealth that might be behind that door. He's like, hey, let's find out and use them to my advantage if I can get them. Yeah.
If he can do it, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think if these are the two options we're considering, I would vote going back to the labs.
And is everybody ready to vote, or are we going to wait for Lou to get back?
We can wait.
Vote, just not me.
I'd feel really fucking guilty if we released anything from the prison as ghosts. Or
I mean, so would
gets
I.
out of control.
All right. What happened?
We're voting to see what we want to do.
Oh.
Right now it's 2 for the Octavian Labs, me for the prison.
Yeah, I vote for the prison. Clay, what do you vote for?
The prison.
Prison. Elduin, what do you vote for?
Prison.
All
Well,
right.
you saved the last 2 votes that would not have voted for prison to last, so I guess you have a majority.
Hey,
Yeah, right.
look, Elric's not entirely based out of nothing, okay? He's a little bit based on me.
All right. So you're heading down into the prison again?
Are we going immediately? Anyone? Did anyone have anyone else? Anything else before we head down?
Before we do that, yeah. Hold on.
Holding.
Sorry, I'm messaging you, Lou.
Messaging me. Messaging me on what? Discord?
Roll 20.
Oh, all right. Okay.
All right.
All right, so you climb back down into the magic prison. Re-entering the familiar area. Go ahead and pull your tokens onto the first room there.
One sec. Let's see here.
Lou, can you see whispers between players?
No.
Okay.
But I have noticed that sometimes the stream can.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, when I whisper, when I
Oh, yes, because the stream is set to be in control of all of your
Of all tokens,
characters.
yeah.
Which
That's
is
why,
weird. I
like-
feel like the DM
Yeah.
should just hear all the whispers, but
well, some of the whispers may not be game related, but no, like some of my macros whisper to me, like just to not clutter the chat for the rest of the players, and I noticed that they show up on the stream. That's the only reason I knew that. So.
oh, okay. But yeah, so the area down here is once again shadowy as you climb in. It seems that the energies have retaken hold of this place.
Of course.
In your mind, Elduin, you will hear, my agreement stands that the guardians of this place, the ones that I am in control of, will not attack you, but I advise against opening any more doors. He says, I'm not sure which of the prisoners you freed down here, but both will have dire consequences if they are let go.
In Elduin's mind, he'll just reply, "Thank you," and you could blame the noble. He knows nothing of the outside world. And
He just
after
nods.
that, he'll.
Or I guess
after
he
that,
couldn't nod, but he says, I understand.
And after that, he'll start to tell the group. The voice in my head is holding back the shadows. So long as we don't open anything else, such as the tombs we found below,
Oh, well, in that case, we should leave if we're not opening anything else.
Yeah.
We're done here.
Well, I think he meant
Frank's gonna shut that door.
I think he meant specifically just like just
Eldwin,
not the crypts, but like
there's
perhaps
a door over here. Is that safe for us to open?
he said he suggests not to open that one either.
So let me understand. The voice wants you to open one door and not the other. How do you know that we wouldn't prefer to do the opposite?
It stays its guards.
Does it, though? We've fought several things down here without its help.
But we haven't in a minute. It's been holding back lately.
The last shadow that has guided us brought us to the door, and I have reason to believe the voice might be behind that one.
So the voice wants us to open his prison and not another prisoner's prison. That seems very suspicious to me.
Prison beef. You
Yes.
know, like beef between prisoners, maybe. I don't know.
I imagine it's more of a. I imagine it's more of.
What
just
has he promised you?
perhaps an exclamation of how I came back to life.
And what have you asked of him? Or what have you promised him? Besides freeing him, is there more to the bargain? Further stipulations on either side?
We never really agreed.
So you didn't mention the part where you asked him not to harm your group?
Yes. Excuse me. Sorry. Yes, I did. Yes, my bad.
No, you're fine.
Okay. I only asked him not to harm you, if any of you.
And what about his harming of any others besides ours? You made no such bargain, I suspect?
Eldon will just hold silent about that.
As I suspected.
You hear shouting from all the way down the hallway. Hey, are we doing this?
Yes, don't worry, we're on our way.
No, we are not doing this. We should not break the runes. We should not break the magic we do not understand and free those things that ask us to free them when we know nothing of why they are entrapped.
It just told us not to. Well, the
I
voice.
do not trust the voice or anything it tells you. Whether it lies or not, it certainly does not tell you all.
Cool. So should we head to the labs then?
Yes, let's. Did you just change your vote, Clank?
Oh my god.
Well, there's nothing to do here. If we're
If I-
not gonna open this door,
If I inspect this door, what do I see, Lou?
It looks the same. It
which-
looks somewhat splintered, as if something was trying to break out of it. But it's held firm so far.
yeah.
But if I remember correctly, there's
that's
no
so-
like runes, right? Or like preservation the same ways the other doors seem to be.
There's no runes to seal this one, no.
Is there any writing to say what's behind the door, like the others supposed to prison?
No, it's just marked in Dwarven like the others to keep it closed, and
Cool.
it is chained up as well, so it looks like it's a little bit more fortified than the other doors.
More like
So do
physical
we-
barrier than magical.
Yeah.
Just-
It would be, do we open this door?
No, don't
Um,
open that one.
I call Elduin over and say, hey, Elduin, come here.
What's up?
I say, look, these guys don't understand. Evil, it's a subjective, statement, right? Perhaps maybe the voice is just understood.
It told me it was curious of every one of you. And it told me it's curious about me being Zatian.
Well, I am also curious about it. I'd at least like to speak to it if we can try.
It is in your mind. It is telling you what it thinks you want to hear or what it thinks will sway you.
It doesn't talk to me, so I don't know.
I was talking to Eldwin, yeah.
Oh.
Friends, it is time for us to leave this place.
It's
I
time for.
concur.
I'm tired of this inaction in this group.
Ulrich, I will not stand for this. If you decide, I will go against you here. I am that vehemently against it right now.
Elduin's just kind
Against
of speaking
what?
his mind to the voice. Can you back me up here?
It would say, "What do you wish me to say? I've already told you about my intentions."
Bullshit.
Perhaps some way to sway our druid friend.
He says,
She is not convinced.
druids are often very careful about upsetting natural balances, so it does not surprise me of her opinion, but I don't really have a way of forcing you all to let me out of here. I've simply asked, and if you will not, there's nothing I can do about that.
Are these so?
I will honor my deal to not harm you or your friends, and I do have possible answers for you if you release me. But other than that, there's not much I can say, is there?
I have not changed my opinion on any of this since our first descent into this place. I do not feel we should break any seals that we do not understand or free any beings that ask to be freed.
Although it does seem the group is okay with breaking promises made to fellow members, as I look to Elduin.
I made no such promise.
I didn't say you did. I said the group did.
I
know.
did,
I was
and
simply
I
saying.
am sorry, friend. We can come explore this, but not until we gather more information.
What do you say, Elduin?
Hmm.
I say we're already here, and you're more than strong enough to open this door.
So Lou, if by looking at this door, is this something I can easily just push open?
I mean, it still has all those runes. You're not sure you could break it open. It's a large stone slab almost. And you're guessing the runes would probably enhance it in some way. I mean, you could try, but it seems like it would be tough to just break it down.
Hmm.
We don't know that the ruins are protected as the other doors, although I would assume.
Elduin's gonna take his axe out.
All right, I do my ready to action, Lou.
Ready to action? Oh, here we go.
Alright, so I guess you'd make a strength save, Alduin?
Oh, okay.
It's a wisdom save, I believe. Is it not? Am I
For a
looking at it? No, it is.
telekinetic
Strength
shove?
save.
No, it's a strength save.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, alright, so you're shoved 5 feet back. Oh.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, as you take out your axe, you're suddenly pushed back a little. As you would guess that Ophelia did something there.
What is the meaning of this?
Friend, this is not the time to access this door, and this is one of my fears of us even coming down here. It is not the time to possibly release another evil. It is best we retreat for now.
I say to Elduin after she says that, I said, this is twice now they have tried to control you and your destiny. Do not let others take from you what is rightfully yours to claim.
So, as you are saying that, something very large smashes into the door right behind you as several more splinters fly off it, and you hear a loud roar come from within. Release me! which almost
These are the types
shakes
of
you to the
things-
core.
These are the types of things that we are attempting to release down here.
This one does not scare me so much as that. She'll gesture to the north door. This, a brute screaming to be released and using physical force against his imprisonment, does not instill the fear in me that the clever, silent cunning of that. She points southward. That I feel for that.
So there are several more impacts on the door. Luckily, the door seems to be holding.
We need to decide soon, Elduin, what you plan to do with your destiny.
You see it like Elduin just feels conflicted, as if like he's racing in his mind, is racing through his past, how he came to be, and what angers him.
I
From there,
speak to Elduin, and like, I implore you, friend, I am not trying to deny you this right. I am just saying we need more information before we make a hasty decision that cannot be easily undone. I have already made this mistake and live with the regret from releasing those creatures upon us, and I cannot live with the regret if something else were to happen.
Eldwin,
I'm just asking for time. Go ahead, Rhea, sorry.
No, you're fine. Eldwin, I have not traveled with you long, and I know that you may not feel any affinity towards me, but I promise to aid you in gathering any information we can on what these ringmasters may have known, or how they might have sealed these places, or anything that we can find. I just do not support the breaking of those seals with the very little information we have now and the dark shadows that we've already released with the previous runes we marred.
I cast message into Elduin's mind. Let me see here.
And I still gonna talk to Elduin, and I say, I have viewed you as family and friend. Was it not us who took you in and covered for you after mistakes were made in Char, and stood by your side this entire time? I am simply asking you do the same for us in this moment of peril.
I say in my message, I say, even now they judge you. Look at them as they stand before you. Weakness.
Does Eldwin look? I'm sorry. Does Eldwin look towards Elric like? Is there any? I mean, I guess we've been sitting here listening to Eldric whisper in Eldwin's ear even before he did the message. So I was gonna ask if there was anything that indicates to us that Elric is now communicating telepathically.
I mean, you see him cast the spell message.
Okay, then in that case,
Clank went.
Clank is kind of back towards the entrance.
Like I'm getting the hell out of here.
Okay.
No, I just want to go check the other room and see if there's like any other dead shit that we need to kill again before we release it into the camp.
Can I cast a spell?
Sure, what are you gonna cast?
Lou, I've just put something in. I just put something in whisper to you, Lou, as well.
What would be your reference in casting old person on Elric?
Because I disagree with everything you're saying, and I'm trying to talk and appeal to Elduin, and I dislike the fact that you're trying to convince him to do this.
Yeah, so you begin chanting, casting Hold Person. So that would be a wisdom save, and you are at disadvantage right now.
You targeted me with a wisdom save.
So Lou, a few minutes ago, I put something in whisper. I guess it may not matter now. But...
I mean, you can cast that as well. But yeah, so you would feel yourself stiffen up, Elric, as you are held.
Can I still speak?
Not for now. Are you still casting your spell? I mean, you know the spell is only going to last for like one round if you cast it.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, Elric seems to be held.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, she would have cast it, and I had already subtracted the spell slot, but I'll put it back since
Sorry, Rhea. I wasn't
no,
trying to.
it's fine, it's fine. I didn't put it in chat because I didn't I I'm out of character. I'm not super comfortable with PvP. I know it can be good for the story. I don't want to call you out, Eldwin, but please let us know if there's any discomfort with us, like basically putting you on the spot and forcing you to make the decision between two sides of the group fighting over you.
Oh, sorry, I'm just in the moment right now.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. Okay. All right. Proceed, everyone.
Live the moment.
So Elric is held for the 6 seconds until he makes another saving throw. What are you all doing?
I guess
Eldwin.
I think
Let
Clint's
us.
gonna pull out the accordion and start
imploring
playing.
Elduin, asking him, "Can you grab Elric and let us retreat for now? And we will get to the bottom of this together.
We will
I
do
consider
everything we
you
can
family.
to get to the bottom of
I
it.
consider
Yes.
you family and wish to help you and aid you in this. And I just do not think that this is the correct way to go about it."
Alright, what's Elduin gonna do?
Ooh.
It's a tough one. Take a minute.
So
bud.
Elduin is he seems torn. Give me another wisdom save, Elric. Yeah, as you're trying to free yourself of this hold spell. No, you're still held.
Oh dear.
Dang it.
Does anybody want to put him in manacles? I'll drop some manacles.
I do not think his hands are our concern, but his words.
Well, I'll throw a cloth. We could
Gag
gag him.
I think at this point, Eldon will just close his eyes and speak in his mind to the voice. It appears my friends do not wish me to go further, so I only ask you this, as I fear we may never return. This being inside of me, was it a prisoner?
What did you ask him?
Oh, sorry. I asked in my mind this wraith that is attached to me. Was it a prisoner at that other crypt?
He says the wraith who turned you, or who affected you, is influenced by energies I recognize. I don't fully understand what happened to you. In fact, it puzzles me, as I have been trapped in here for thousands of years, yet somehow my energy is still out there, which means someone else has my powers.
Were you referring to the thing that is duplicating and cursing us, or something else?
No, he was referring to something else.
Okay,
Yeah,
just checking.
something else.
Sorry, I was just trying to follow. Thank you.
The initial
Sorry.
char incident.
Gotcha. I thought that might be the case, but I just wanted to confirm that I was understanding.
Elric, give me another wisdom save.
Probably
Yeah.
Let's get a. Oh, look.
He breaks out.
14?
Oh, 14 does not. No.
Yeah, he's still at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Then I don't cast. I thought he broke it.
Alright, so yeah, what are you doing, Eldwin?
He's gonna
Do
scratch the
whatever-
door.
Yeah, do whatever you think is best for you. If you think we need to leave, what would your
He's
character?
scratching the door.
Oh, okay. Before he does that, he'll say, "If you don't want to be down here, then leave me. I will converse with this being myself."
You can converse with him without opening the door, it seems.
And you can converse
Only
with him
limit-
outside of here.
Only limitedly, if that's a word.
Limited, maybe.
It
I
is
don't know.
for Elduin.
Alright, so you don't think that just scratching these ruins will get rid of them, as they do seem to require probably the dagger or some kind of dispel magic, or maybe some other magical ritual.
Ophelia, may I see the dagger?
No. I'm sorry, friend. I cannot.
You'll see at this point, Eldon just has his hand on the door and just head hanging low. And he'll let out a deep sigh. And after that, he'll just say, then we're leaving.
Wait,
Another wisdom save?
all right, let's see here.
Yeah.
We all just start walking away.
Can we drag him along like a statue, or how does that work?
Yeah, I mean, you could just drag him, he'll go slower. I mean, it's gonna wear off in like 30 seconds.
I just
Right,
released
but-
the
Do you want
spell,
to put him in
and
the
I
bag
say,
of holding?
No.
put him in the bag of holding.
Alright, so you release the spell, Elduin, as you, or Elric, as you can move again. Ugh.
Rhea, do you think we should check this other room to make sure there's nothing else we've released?
It seems to me that whatever is imprisoned here to the north may manage to get
friend.
itself out soon anyway, as the door is splintering.
I grab
But again,
Alric's hand
Don't fear it the
as
way I
lead him
do
away too.
the manipulative and conniving creature to the south.
Did you say Elric's hand?
Yeah.
I grab Alric's hand as I slowly drag him away and apologize.
Elric pulls away and says, "Don't touch me."
Can you pull away when you're held?
Oh, he's not held anymore.
Oh, gotcha.
Alright.
Pissed.
So you're climbing out of here?
Yeah.
Alright.
Our reason for coming down was to investigate the north door, but since Elric's voice has recommended against freeing other things, and we don't want to free the voice, we're leaving.
Alright, so climbing out into the cave, you would see the hobgoblins keeping watch. They nod at you as you leave.
Cool. Let's go down to the labs, Octavian Labs.
Let's do it.
Let us
Mike's
see if
gonna-
Ophelia's little trick works.
And if it doesn't, we can discuss our next plans, but I do wish to at least, like I said, hopefully get some of Paler's guidance for this situation.
Alright.
She apologizes to Elric and Elduin once again as we're walking back.
So you head through the caves, returning to that area. Now, unfortunately, I think it's been a day, so you would once again bump into the runes that have been recharged.
Oh crap! I need a token. Like
Perhaps the Blackstone dagger will. There might still be an explosion, but perhaps it will permanently disrupt them instead of temporarily disrupting them.
I'm gonna do them everyone we come across, Lou.
Alright, so indeed when you etch out the first one, it just kind of poofs, and the dagger would glow more.
Do you want me to record how many charges I have on the dagger? Because that's 5.
Well, yeah, so whoever has the dagger should probably track that.
Right.
So 6, 7, 8.
Where is
And-
everybody? I don't see everybody.
It seems like it doesn't hold more than 8, as the 9th one you do doesn't increase the intensity of the dagger anymore.
Oh, does it scratch it out?
It does scratch it out, yeah.
Oh, that's fucking
And it doesn't explode?
No, none of them explode.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Is the party on the map, or?
I don't know.
See nobody.
Some of them
I mean, I dragged myself out at the entrance, but I didn't know if I should
That's
be
what
moving
I
my
did, but
token
I
down
didn't see
further.
anybody else there.
Well, I think
Oh, I see Eldwin.
I see Clank.
so.
Anybody.
You don't have to drag yourself onto this map. You can just delete yourself.
Oh.
Moving
Oh.
past the runes, you would get to the cave entrance over here. And I assume you're going down the stairs, and you would re-enter the antechamber with the door that has those runes on it.
Yeah.
What do you
All
want
right,
to do?
once I get 30 feet away, I use Mage Hand.
Wait,
on
wait,
the
wait! Before you
dagger.
do that, here
Yeah.
I'm gonna take out several spools of 10-foot string, tie them together, and tie them to the dagger, and hold on to the one end of it so that we can
Ooh.
retrieve it should it be dropped out of our reach.
All right.
Smart thinking, Rhea.
So I've got 4 spools, so that's 40 feet of string.
All right. So you float the dagger towards the door. It doesn't seem to set off the first 2 runes.
First 2. Those are the ones we knew about.
Yeah, the ones that you see.
Yeah, right.
Okay, all right.
And yeah, so what are you gonna do? Just try to scratch at the 2 runes you see?
Yeah.
All right, so that does seem to disable them. They kind of flash as the other ones did. And yeah.
Can I inspect the room and see if there are any other runes?
You don't see any.
Interesting.
What's your passive perception?
17.
Yeah, I mean, you have the room lit up as best you can. You don't think there are any more runes that are obvious anyway.
That sounds nefarious.
It does. Okay. I am slowly. Fuck, do I want to do this?
Can we all right, anyone have I'm not carrying rope. Does anyone have rope?
Yeah, I do. Do you want to
Please.
tie rope?
Please tie rope
Ophelia,
around Ophelia, yes.
have you thought about using any of your magic to help you? I don't know if any of your magics would help in this situation. And Clank would tie his rope around Ophelia.
Oh man. Don't have that. Don't have that. Nope. Nope.
If
Well-
Ophelia is petrified, Rhea's like just thinking more like out of like just thinking out loud out of curiosity. Like, if Ophelia is petrified again, do you think the rope that's attached to her will petrify as well?
It's not living, right?
She's just pondering out loud.
No, but I also respond with a question.
Oh, gotcha. I don't know.
Not.
Do we know
that-
that such magic works only on organic?
I don't know. That's a good.
I cast Emboldening Bond.
All right. So you give Emboldening Bond to several of your party members.
Myself, Rhea, and Clank.
Okay, yeah, so the magical energies of your ability shower them with the favor of Palor.
I'll go ahead and cast a not aid blast. Sorry, I don't want to call it bless. Forget what I renamed it to, but essentially I'll put bless on Ophelia and.
So that bless will only last a minute, just FYI.
So you get to do this quick.
So,
okay, is Ophelia moving forward now?
oh, I don't know. Are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna start taking it just like a small step at a time, and waiting for anything I see.
So when
You'll-
she gets past the rune that petrified her previously, then I'll cast Fey Favor on her, which is bless.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I-
Where is the rest of the group? Are you like behind her, or what are you doing?
We're behind that like 30-foot line where none of the runes ever seemed to affect us.
60 feet away from me.
All right.
Oh,
So
60 feet?
Clank is even farther back.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm hiding.
Yeah. So when she gets to the point where just like a step before she was petrified before, like I'm gonna go ahead and cast Bless so she has that like extra oomph for any saving throws when she gets closer to new runes
I
that we
wanna-
might not have seen yet.
Yeah, and I also want to ready mage hand to like scratch the fucking rune the moment I see something pop up because I'm terrified at this point.
All right. So you approach Riala cast Bless, and you have the dagger right now?
mage
It is
hand
mage
does.
handed like 15 feet in front of me.
All right. Let me check something.
Yep.
Well, if we were gonna do something at this point, say goodbye. I'll re-roll.
Yeah.
At least
go-
we can retrieve your statue this time or your corpse.
Go
Because
ahead.
we put the rope
My
on you.
corpse. Yeah.
So as you approach, suddenly a third rune will flash.
Mhm.
Give me a charisma save.
Immediately fucking stop. Yeah.
You can use both. You can use both the emboldening bond and the bless on this. I mean, the bless
Yeah.
automatically applies, but it's your choice on
I'm
the
gonna use
emboldening bond.
fucking both for sure, Lou. That's the whole point of casting these. Charisma?
Yeah, charisma save. DC 19.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck me,
God.
dude. I'm not gonna make it.
2d4.
It's
2d4.
not-
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
think you
make
can
it.
roll high enough. Yeah.
Oh.
If only you had used an inspiration.
I said I did, didn't I?
Oh.
Well, you said you were using emboldening bond and bless. You didn't say you were
I didn't. I didn't
using
actually.
inspiration.
All
All right, so you would see the rune flash. Ophelia kind of does an oh shit, like she's about to slash, and then she just winks out of existence.
Oh.
Oh no! Does the dagger fall to the ground?
No, the dagger would disappear, and the rune is
Oh,
now
God.
glowing.
Wait.
Oh Lord!
The third
Wait.
rune. Well, the only
Mm.
one, because the other two got scratched out.
Why would the dagger?
Mm,
Huh?
Because her
But
mage
do I
hand,
have
her mage,
do I
her
have
mage
any
hand was holding
idea?
it, so that might have been part of her in some magical instances.
Do I have
I'm-
any
I'm
idea
guessing
what
here,
sort
I
of
don't
magic
know.
just
Yeah.
happened?
Give me an Arcana check.
Yeah.
So you don't know for sure, but you would guess she was the victim of a banishment spell.
Yeah.
Oh.
So she is probably banished to another plane of existence.
And we need to.
Plank, will this spell end? Does it have a timer of some sort?
I think if she's there for more than a minute, she's permanently banished.
Oh.
Am I wrong?
Only if she's from a different dimension. Isn't that how banishment works?
Yeah, so if she is not from this world, which she is, as far as you know,
Okay.
then she should come back after a minute if this is a real banishment spell.
Assuming it has a timer on it, like a regular banishment spell
Yeah.
isn't permanent.
With a 15, you might think that the glowing rune is what's keeping her banished, though. You're not sure how long that'll
So-
last.
Oh.
You might
need
have
to
to get, yeah, you might have to get rid of the rune for her to come back.
Did my string disappear?
It probably would have fallen to the ground if it was around
Okay.
the dagger.
Oh, then I will. Yeah, I'll pull it back and put it away. But I was hoping that I might pull the
So,
dagger back.
pull me from another plane.
Right? I don't know. I
How
was
do
gonna
we
try.
how do we turn this rune off, friends?
Eldon just kind
Um,
of shout out. You think
it-
this was a better idea? This door looks much more evil than the one we saw at the crypt.
I agree
Again,
with Elton.
again, this
Horrible.
door does not keep something in. It keeps us out. So whatever
How do you
secrets
know
are
that?
within.
You don't know that. You don't know anything about it.
It's very clear that it's keeping us out.
A voice says, "Excuse me, but perhaps I can help. and a light winks into existence.
Oh shit.
My name is Demi. I am the guardian of this place. The caretaker might be a better term. The vaults are currently, or the Alcavian lab is currently on lockdown due to a demon infestation. Your friend has been banished to another plane for attempting to approach when all are required to stay away. A rune master should deal with her and bring her back shortly.
What's the wait time on that?
I don't understand the question.
How long do we have to wait for the Rude Master to come release her?
I apologize, I don't have information on this, but the rune master should release her as soon as they can.
Can you release her?
I do not have the ability to do so. I am but a steward of this place.
What plane what was she sent to?
I do not have information on that. My apologies.
If you don't have information on anything.
On the contrary, I have quite a bit of information on appropriate topics that I am able to share with visitors.
Please share how long the labs have been on lockdown.
The labs have been on lockdown since a demon infestation was detected. Approximately 600 years ago. Or wait, yeah, about 600 years ago.
Where did these demons arrive?
Enter, yeah.
Enter.
My apologies, but I don't have information on this.
Who was the last non-demon to enter the labs?
Their identity was kept from the resources of the Hollow.
The Hollow?
The Hollow is a system of information storage and transportation used by the Rune Masters. Hollow points exist all throughout the world, which can be used to quickly move from one place to another.
And you are interfaced with this information source?
I am Demi. My job is to watch over the Alcavian Labs, which is the location you are currently at.
Are there any creatures within the labs at this time that are not demons?
None that can be detected, no.
Do you have any other information aside from the lab? Or perhaps the area surrounding the lab?
She says, my information is limited, but I can attempt to answer any questions you have. I apologize it's taking the Rune Master so long to retrieve your friend. It does not usually take this long for them to arrive here.
Do you know the calendar date at this time?
From my calculations, it should be the 17th of fall at approximately 9:35 a.m., 11:57 of the 13th cycle.
And when was the last time that a Rune Master was present within the Alcavian labs?
That would be the 15th of summer at 12:15 p.m. 13:55 during the 12th cycle.
Oh.
Do you think it likely that any of the Rune Masters still live, given the dates you have just provided?
I do not have information on the Rune Masters, but their long absence is curious.
How then will... Sorry, go ahead.
Eldon would just pipe in, say, there is a crypt, a prison of sorts, that is near to this lab. What is that? What is it? And then he'll just describe the door that was potentially holding the voice in his head.
He says, my apologies, but you do not have the security level to know that. I cannot divulge that information.
Who are living beings that have the security level to ask questions such as the ones just posed by my friend Eldwin?
It would most likely have to be one of the rune masters.
But you do not know if they live.
I do not have information on the current status of the rune masters.
How about this? Can you tell us where to find a rune master, maybe?
The rune masters generally exist in several parts of the Therian Empire. They often travel, but they can most often be found in their tower.
I looked at everybody. I said, this is hopeless, guys. They're all dead.
Where is this tower?
I do not have information on that, as the tower can often move itself.
Elric, do you have
However,
any
if you...
ideas on how to rid this room?
Well, I have one.
The glowing ball of light will say, "It is not advised to tamper with Rune Master runes if you do not have permissions. The runes were set for security reasons. Tampering with them could release the demons within."
Are you empowered to make any decisions of your own or simply relay information? Are you able to process logically
Wait.
scenarios that present themselves to you?
It remains quiet for a moment, and he says, "My purpose is to serve the Rune Masters and facilitate the functions of the Alcavian lab."
There's a non-answer. I'll look to Clank. Were you saying something?
I mean, anybody got any idea on how to
Oh, wait, did you?
dispel this rune?
Oh, I just remembered. You said the rune masters. Yes. Clank, remember we ran into one. He told us to come here. Don't you remember?
Sure.
Yes. I can't quite remember his name. He gave us this quest to come deal with the demons within. How do you think we got here, Demi?
The rune remains silent for a moment, and then it would say, the rune masters will often, or the rune masters would be the ones to deal with the demons. Without authorization, I cannot allow entry.
But see, look here, Demi, and I pull out my sword. See this sword? It was given to us to help get rid of them. It when it kills them, it turns them into Lemure devils and sends them to a different plane, so they can no longer come back.
Give me a deception charisma check.
Okay.
And who did I say that I put bless on?
21.
Does anyone remember? Oh, good. There you go.
Oh, the bless would be gone at this point.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So Demi remains quiet again for a moment, and then the little ball of light would blink and say, "If you can successfully dispel the demons from this place, you are welcome to enter." It appears that the 3 traps, or the 3 runes guarding this place, have been disabled, or at least one of them is in use. So you should be able to approach. But I warn you, the rune masters are probably on their way, and they won't be happy if you've entered this place without good cause.
Clearing of demons is good cause, is it not?
It doesn't answer. It just kind of floats.
In order to successfully clear this place of the demons for your masters, the rune masters, we would need to be complete in our numbers, and your rune is holding one of our more valuable party members.
Apologies, but I do not have the ability to disable the rune. The rune master will have to do that once they arrive.
Well, there's no need. I actually can disable the rune. The masters actually taught me how.
It doesn't answer you.
If you would allow me to approach the door.
It says it's not advised that you enter this place, but if you do so, you put your lives in danger.
Yes, I understand.
Been there, done that.
And it just kind of floats there.
Okay.
Elric, would you kindly
Yes,
do
Clink,
your thing?
I may need your help on this.
Okay. I will help however I can.
Yeah, I want to try to dispel this. Could we use arcane components? Possibly. I'm reaching, but like,
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
So you
Oh,
examine the
hopefully.
rune. You think with the correct check and 100 GP worth of components, there's a chance that you could dispel this.
I have 70. Like, do you have any?
Our party has 200.
Okay.
I have.
I'll
Is that
give,
enough? Yeah.
I'll give
Sorry.
Yeah,
you.
that's
you give-
a few tries.
Okay. So I'll give 50, and then you give 50 from the party.
Cool.
And let's see. I guess what Ria, do you know how to cast guidance?
Yes, but I don't think that it will assist you with a ritual of this type, as the ritual
Alright.
takes some time, I believe.
Okay.
Lou, is that correct?
Yeah, so whatever buff you would give would have to last at least 10 minutes.
Okay.
Enhanced
I might.
abilities about the
Yeah,
only
there you
thing.
go. Yeah, I might have that. Let me see if it's prepared.
If not, we can come back tomorrow.
No, poor Ophelia. I do have a enhanced ability prepared, so I would cast it.
Cool.
What is the intelligence? Is that what we're going for? For
Uh,
Arcana checks?
yeah, so it would be an intelligence check, generally speaking.
Okay,
Cool.
so then whatever the intelligence one is.
So give it to Clank.
All right, so Clank, you're stepping forward to try to disable this.
And I'm helping.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have up to one assistant. So go ahead and make your checks.
Arcana.
Yeah, you would have advantage, and I'm guessing Elric is doing a straight roll. Oof.
Oh shoot, that's awful.
All right. So I really don't want to, but I'm gonna use the story.
Do it.
All right.
Don't do it.
So wait, don't do it. All right.
Do you want me to just leave you there with this fails?
That's kind of yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, me personally, yeah, I'll let you guys do what you want. I shouldn't be able to say anything.
Do you have inspiration, or would you be using your story point inspiration?
I mean, you want to give me some inspiration? Come on, Lou.
Well, not right now.
All right. I'll wait then. I'll wait to use the story, but I'll just roll a flat roll. Okay.
Okay.
19.
All right, so we're
Ooh.
good.
Yeah. All right. So you manage, luckily, luckily you managed to get the ritual to work. There's a flash of energy as the rune disperses, and you suddenly see Ophelia reappear, kind of slashing at the wall for a second. Yeah. But yeah.
Is she holding the dagger?
Yeah, she has it in her
Okay,
hand.
excellent. All right.
Where did it
Cool.
say
Should
Ophelia?
we?
Are you still going to try to take it from her, Riala?
No. I meant like if it shows up on, because it wasn't like with Ophelia when she disappeared. So if it like clattered to the ground, I was gonna snatch it.
Oh no, it's still in her hand. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it wasn't in her hand when she left. That's
so
what I meant. Yeah.
as you do that, Elric, Demi glows a bit and would say, "It is unwise to do such energies that would disrupt the will of the Rune Masters. You better cut that out." And it just keeps floating there.
All right.
I mean, it is unwise to interfere with our demon slaying.
It doesn't respond to that.
Ophelia's probably like, "What demon slaying? What?"
All
Like,
right.
What?
I looked at everybody else. Are we ready to do this?
Yes, sir. Open it up.
I would much prefer to fight demons than unknown, vile, necromantic beings that corrupt all life.
Demons can be necrotic as well.
Not usually, but yes, they are foul, but they're evil in a different way. Chaotic.
Let's fuck them up.
All right, so you're going in.
I
Yeah.
put shield, my sword, get ready. Just yeah.
All right.
Are you well, Ophelia? How
Do I
was
know
the
what
thing you
happened to me,
visited?
Lou?
You felt like you were in a strange place for a bit. You're not sure exactly what happened, but then you were back here.
She lived like a whole life, like in a
I
different
had, I thought
dimension.
Demo or whatever was saying that I was talking
Demi?
with a rune master, Demi.
No, she was saying that the Rune Master would retrieve you momentarily, but for whatever
Oh,
reason they did not.
okay.
I think we think that Demi is operating under. This is Ria's observation. It seems that Demi is operating under the assumption that the rune masters are still around, which perhaps they are. We know not the extent of their magic, but even Demi mentioned that it is unusual for the rune master's response to be as delayed as it was in the case of this rune triggering.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. Let's open it.
I feel like I kind of fell into Arapel a little bit just there with my technicality of speech. Sorry, guys.
How dare you?
All right. Here it is. So you open the doors now that the magic is dispersed, entering into a new area, which you should see in a moment.
Oh, and Clank, I assume we take the rope off Ophelia and put it away because for next time we need
I
it.
don't know.
Oh, it
You're
just fell to the
12.
floor.
Oh, okay. So we would have had it anyway, but still, yeah, we need to stow it because we might need it again.
So you enter a very strange looking area. It seems to be in pristine condition, almost as if it has never been used. There's not a speck of dust, and it seems like everything is in very good condition in here, even though this place is probably very, very old. Looking around, you see a couple of things of note in here. Most obvious is this, what you assume is a support pillar in the center of the room, surrounded by glowing magical runes on the floor. An old tapestry hangs on the north wall that depicts the symbols of the various schools of magic, all very artistically weaved onto the cloth tapestry. There is what appears to be some sort of tank in the northeast of the room, which has a strange purplish liquid in it and fish swimming around. To the south and to the southeast, there are bookcases, all with fresh looking books on them. There is a door to the north here and a door to the south, both closed. The southern one seems to have strange runes, which have been etched into the stone, it seems. And of course, there's the door you came through that's behind you.
Can I check behind the tapestry?
Sure. Behind the
Secret
tapestry is a very dusty a very clean looking wall. Does not appear to be anything there.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I'm waiting for you guys. Figure we can
Doesn't
take
seem
turns.
like there's any demons in here, luckily.
I'm curious about the bookcases. What types of just scanning the spines, like does it seem like alchemy, history, like what kind of subject, or is it mixed?
It looks like there are books here to do with
Oh, and
magic.
what language, I guess. Yeah.
Magic and history, and you would guess they're in Dwarven. Because you probably don't speak it.
I do not.
Would I notice like any books that stick out since I speak Dwarven?
So, yeah, like I said, they seem to be mostly magic, like books about magic. If you look closely, there are a couple that might be of interest to you.
All right, yeah.
This place definitely looks a bit alien as well. Does anyone have history?
Yes.
Alright, so history might tell you something.
All right. Let's see.
Ooh-wee.
Hmm.
That was
So-
not a bad roll.
This would look dwarven to you, Clank. And Elric, you are pretty sure this is Tharian architecture.
All right, I passed that on.
And, yeah. Also, are you going to try to look at one of the books?
Oh, yeah, I'm just scanning the shelves.
So if you go to touch one of the books, there is a flash of light as your hand is repulsed by what you assume is some sort of force wall. You would notice the pillar glow as this happens. You would all probably notice that.
Yeah, there seems to be magic protecting these books as well.
This direction, this door seems to have runic seals. I noticed that the other door does not. This is perhaps a sign of the. I know not, but it is possible that something is kept on the other side, or that we cannot cross, or that something else cannot cross. I wonder.
Right. And I know, Elric, I think you have to go soon because I know we're at time. So why don't we do MVP votes and we can continue next time.
Yeah, did you get my vote?
I did.
Okay. All right.
Which is why I thought maybe we should do that now. Alright, I got 3 votes. Uh, 4 votes. Alright, so Elduin with 3 votes, you are MVP.
Okay.
Actually, I think I'm going to give inspiration to Riala, Elduin, and Elric for RP.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Yay.
Trying to think if Ophelia or Hammerclank did anything super in character. But the argument over the vault door was definitely a pretty good one.
Yeah.
And I appreciated Elric. I appreciated your RP trying to convince Eldwin to your to continue. I was just really out of character. Whenever a group is working against each other, there are times where out of character it ruffles feathers, and I always worry about that because I've had some bad experiences there. So
Yeah, I have too. So that's why you got to be careful with that kind of stuff. I've learned that lesson personally. But instead of acting directly, I acted indirectly, opposed to the other time.
and Eldwin, I wouldn't have wanted to be in your position where my character was like the deciding vote, like this side of the party saying this and that party saying that. So
Yeah.
but well done.
Quite a divide. Yeah, this is well handled.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I was kind of going for was like, you remember in like Lord of the Rings where like the king had that like
Oh, dude.
Worm tongue?
Yeah, I got worm tongue vibes from you there.
That's what I was going for. Oh, all right. Well, good
I was
game.
wondering why it sounded familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, good game, everyone.
Yeah.
that was an intense one. We didn't get that much done as far as like, it took
It
a
still
lot.
felt, yeah, it felt
Yeah.
pivotal though.
Yeah, it was a lot of RP. Yeah, and then we finally did make a decision. And who knows, we may go back one day, or maybe Elduin will go back by himself one day. You never know. So, all right.
If Aldwin leaves the group, then he becomes a PC or an NPC, and then like he goes back and like scratches off all the
Does all
runes,
that. Yeah.
releases whatever he can.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
Good
You
night.
too.
Good
Yeah.
one.
See you.
All right, guys. Good night. Pleasure.
Good night.
Good night,
Night.
guys.